sex with or nothing, so I know nothing about that. That's hearsay, as far as I know.
But
But
she's welcome to come back on and make her case, but I'm not gonna sit
like
here and let somebody
the
call me a
case I was
criminal and a predator
Michael,
without me
hi
being
Tina.
here.
Michael, we had one quick question.
Oh, that's well, there you go.
All right, let's start getting this going. Welcome, everybody. Hope you're having a great night. I know I am. I just got back. We are going to be.
This is I think it comes right back in a second, so I'm not going to skip because
Dangerous.
Click, 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 click.
Mm-hmm. What up, buddy? How you doing, Max? My cat's being very vocal. Sorry, but
all right, maybe it's
we're about to get this going. What up, buddy?
Oh.
No.
And Keemstar's moaning. Juicy Boots dropping that stealth. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Fucker, I just fucked up the show. Bear with me.
Yeah.
Keem, we're currently
Yeah, welcome
live.
everybody.
Popped in on your
Chat
phone.
this one.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm a hack. Thank you.
They go to the studio and do this pop
Here.
I fixed
Look
it.
at there.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, Becky.
We're gonna go here.
Fuck yourself. You're a fucking conniving cunt. And I swear to God, I had your fucking back yesterday. I did. I was willing to give up my fucking opportunity for you. No, go fuck yourself. I just gave you a chance to speak. So if you don't shut the
All right, so we're gonna go back into this. We're playing Elite Dangerous. Thank you for being here. There's a couple things I do need to do once I hit this camera. One is to make sure it actually loaded up correctly, because it wasn't doing that before.
Because whenever you have a good
Yeah.
about Becky, she just
About them
screams over
Yanks.
you, so you can't bring it out. Because that's another thing with narcissists. You can't even constructive
Yeah.
with the narcissism with narcissism.
Also, we got RTU streams in the background going off right now. Let's go.
But you can look it up. It's like, to them, it's like a declaration of war. They're talking over you. They scream. They can't hear it. They can't hear it.
I'm happy to cry about it some more.
Actually, do we have any?
Sketchy, dark scam
Mhm.
Phil. Did she send that to RTU advertising? I'll look at this Sunday. We're going to talk about what I'm going to do for like members only streams. That's something I'm going to do. If you want to become a member to here, we're going to have incentives for it. We're going to talk about what we're going to do. I'll look at that, see if we can do some graphics for that too. So some interesting things coming. Unlike Phil on me first.
You can't do that either. And that's good. Leave, bitch. Nobody wants you here, you fake ass fucking cunt.
Salad. Can you do that?
Yes, Lynx is very peaceful.
Can you eat a salad? I don't think you can.
Okay.
Damn.
So shut the fuck up and let me speak.
Okay,
Yeah,
Link.
good to know you was right. You were the first one to turn around and put the knives in my back.
Says the one.
Links, drop out for a second. Becky, I'm gonna let you say your
Fine.
piece, but they gotta be able to talk too. They gotta be able to respond.
That's not why I came here. Because
So, Mike.
you want to address
No, she came here to just tell you why she's right about everything, and if you interrupt her, she'll fucking chew your head off.
All right, we're going to do this now.
And the thing is, she wants to control everything, but she
I moved my camera before, so we gotta like set it back to what it's supposed to be. Boop.
Start your own fucking show then, bitch. If you're so brilliant and talented and all this shit, you can't do it.
Oh yeah, I gotta zoom
You
out.
can't do it. And you're so oh man. It's gonna be a treat being on the show.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, Rich, what are you gonna do if you go on Locale Queens and Becky shows up? I'm gonna fucking rip her a new asshole.
Nope. I don't know why this light is giving me shit tonight.
Look, I'm the one who brought Mike in. I know Mike is a busy man. He's got a family to take care of. I want to ask him one question, and then Mike, you're free to go if you like, or you can sit in. So Becky had claimed that she negotiated money from Keem, and Keem agreed. Is that what you were claiming? Make your claim. You don't want to misrepresent.
So, Mike, do you remember when we were all in in our first chat about like deciding if we were going to do this show, do you remember me mentioning that I have cash flow issues? And I said, is it possible for us to be fronted money?
But why is your cash flow issues, bitch, Keemstar's problem? Why? Why are your financial problems Keemstar's problem? You always seem to keep the lights on some way, somehow. You just want, like, it's just so...
I actually am wearing green, though. It's funny.
If we end up running into issues and need it, I said I can't imagine it would be more than $1,000, but let's say that is the limit. If we need it, can you front it to us and then take it out of our first paycheck? And
so do medical coding from an iPad in bed. Well, I can't get it, so don't get up. People do that kind of shit. What are you doing?
then Keem responded. He was like kind of looking down on his phone like this. And then he like looked up and he was like, yeah, sure, we can do that. I know this is going to make money, so whatever.
Okay, so I remember two conversations. I feel like we're merging two here. Because I remember the second conversation you mentioned.
Is Kid from the camera like in Boogie's old room? It looks like it.
Mentioned 1,000. I feel like the first time
it really does.
I thought Keem was, when Keem says yes, I thought he was referring to like future shows. Like, yeah, we'll be making money, so you know that stuff won't be a problem. The second time we mentioned money, but then Keem was like, let me call Mike privately and let's talk.
To be fair, she never said $1,000. All right. I said, this is what I said, all right? And this was not directed to Becky. This was directed more to Lynx, because Lynx wears sweatshirts every day. As you just saw, she wears sweatshirts, right? And I said, look, you're gonna have to dress up like nice, you know, like you're the, I think I said like you're the emo Gen Z, you know, hot chick or whatever on the show. Like you can't wear hoodies, right? That was the reason why I said, you're on a show, guys. You need to dress up. It was more to Lynx, right?
Yeah.
She responds with something along the lines of like, hey, is it okay if we get some money from the wardrobe, right?
And yeah, I'm not gonna stop wearing green. I don't care. You can see right through me. I'm ahead.
What's wrong with what you're wearing?
Oh, you want to see something funny?
Make a lot of money. I'll get back to
That's
you.
just. It's just weird how much it looks like wings. It looks like Cookie's house.
We get this call leading
I'm a floating head. Get fucked.
Where the hell is $1,000 coming? And then you also made an allegation that we were going to withhold your money. And I go, no, we're not. Remember this, Mike? She said we were going to withhold her money. I'm like, no, we're not. First of all, if the show runs in December, the first time you would get a paycheck would be February 1st. And that's not us. That is not, let me finish. That was not us withholding your money. That's how you get paid from YouTube, right? So you confused a bunch of stuff. You just kept asking. You kept asking for more and more and more. How much more do I gotta do? How much more do?
You could say, oh, Keems, no, I know you, this is what you do. I know now from our last interaction that this is your pattern. What are you talking about? So I believe Keemstar here. I believe him because I know what you do. And yes, he's right. That's how YouTube works. The money I'm making right now, I'm not going to see until February. Vulgar Unicorn, you're 55. Yeah, like... And you've done YouTube on and off. I'm sure you know this too.
What do I gotta do? How much more do I gotta do? I gave you a platform. You bring nothing to the show. You're not bringing an audience with you. You're not bringing an audience with you, right?
Yeah, the only thing you had is that you knew me and had a fallout with me. Like that was your claim to whatever the fuck this is. Like, what do you bring? Thank you. That's why I forgot I even said that. You don't have an audience. You bring nothing except baggage.
Have an audience, but Keem, can I please just say something really quick?
You don't have an audience. It's a fucking lie.
So I can't.
The people that watched you on your small channel back in 2016 forgot you even exist. You don't have an audience.
Talk, and I'm totally fine with that. I have never come asking for extra. I'm only asking for what we already agreed to. Now, if there's confusion, I think Mike is correct when he's saying I might be conflating the two conversations with $1,000. Maybe I mentioned that after. That's possible. It could be possible I thought I said that and I didn't. But I did ask if there were cash flow issues, and I mostly asked that for links, but it applies to me too. If there are cash flow issues,
What's
is
up,
it
killer?
possible for you to front that for us? And also, not because I'm greedy, but because if I didn't have that, I know I might not be able to commit to the show.
But Becky, you manipulate every little thing, right?
You shouldn't have 15 minutes of fame, you know?
I'm broke right now. You're like, if there are cash flow issues, there is no cash flow issue. There's nothing. There's nothing owed to you. There's nothing owed to you. There's no hold on any cash going to you. You're using an incorrect term, just like earlier.
Yeah, you're broke and you just want extra, or you're. I don't even believe that she is broke. I don't even believe that she is.
When you try to tell everyone that you were negotiating with Keemstar, there is no negotiations. I offered you the spot and you said exactly, you asked. I offered you the spot and you said yes immediately because you need the spot. Be grateful. That there is no negotiation and there is no cash flow. You just want money now because you're broke. Like, can we use correct terms?
Can I explain? There's cash flow on my end. I have to pay for upgraded internet. I have to pay for a desk chair, this and that. And while that's not your problem, if I only have...
All right, so that's it. That's the end. That's it.
$1,000 or whatever, right?
You just said it. It's not his problem.
I know I can't afford all that. So isn't it the responsible thing for me to tell you that I have that problem up front, and that if we wouldn't be able to handle that, I can't promise.
If I was in your position, I'd be like, dude, this is such an amazing opportunity. They're hooking me up with all this equipment. I'm getting a new PC out of this.
You're on the internet right now. Seems to be working just fine. I mean, that's another thing about narcissists. They don't realize you're on the internet right now. How could you say you don't have the right internet for it? You're on it right now.
Maybe I will not annoy Keemstar or Mike or anyone else about a loan.
She probably hey, could you I mean, I know she has her parents. I can't picture anyone actually wanting to. She can't have friends because she has to use everyone around her.
Always our responsibility to do all this extra stuff on top of the great
because
opportunity.
I'm coming here for your show. You are my employer.
No one.
See what I'm saying? I said this before. I didn't even see this part. I didn't see. You're not special. You're not. What? You don't bring anything. The only thing you brought is that you knew me. Why does she need a desk chair? She doesn't own a chair in her house. Dude, please. Please. She's full of shit. She just wants to milk. But the thing is, because she's such a greedy narcissist, she always fucks it up. Why don't you got a chance simply by just using me as your fucking stepping stone to do something that you never would have been able to do? That's not me being arrogant saying it. It's a fact. I'll have Phil say it for me.
It's a fucking fact.
And you still just had to get more and more and more. And you always push it to the limit and fuck it up. And that's why you're single, alone, with cats. I don't care if she's back with that guy or not. I give it 2 months.
Good at doing that, that's for sure.
She only thinks she's fucking consistent with his food.
If I fucking hired anybody in these fucking comments, they wouldn't be asking me for all this crazy shit. They'd be like, oh my god, I'm working with Keemstar. They wouldn't. Dude, Grace is not treating me like this. Tina is not treating me like this. Fucking Lynx is not treating me like this. Like, no one is treating me. Everyone else, Becky, has respect for me and what I have done, all right? Everyone else knows that this is a great opportunity and will not annoy me with shit like this, all right? You got me confused. You got
I didn't do it.
You got me confused with a sugar daddy. I am not a sugar.
She's triggered. She's triggered. I love it, man.
Damn, she's
triggered.
hella
Aw.
triggered.
You have me confused.
Possibly could be. You have no idea how grateful I am that you have taken back your word 3 times. You want to fix it or just create content? Here's your fucking content, team.
Yeah, she was full of shit about the pregnancy, too. Oh, surprise. Yeah, once you get too close to the sun with truth, that's what she does.
Do you actually care about the business relationship or just the content?
What the fuck is this?
He cares
Wait.
about the content. Like, there you go. Oh, God, could you imagine the fucking perfect storm if her and Phil were in a relation? Ah, God. Oh, God. Oh, my God.
This isn't acting like this because this means that.
No, we've hung out, like I said, 4 times max. Oh, I can't wait to bring it up to her, you know, because I was in a long-term relationship with her, according to her. I was dating her while I was with, at the time, my kid's mom was my fiance, and we were expecting the first child, but I was dating her at the time because I asked her to
Landing gear
eventually.
retracted.
To be very fair,
Yeah, she said it was a love triangle. And that would be a great live streaming camera right there. Look at that phone, man. That looks like it's at least a 12.
Access authorized. Cleared for landing on pad 2.
That's a that means Pro or Pro Max because it has 3 cameras behind it. So that means the front-facing camera can even film in 4K. I'm a nerd. I know this shit, bitch. Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies.
I'm gonna outline the 3 things that I feel were wrong, and you can say if you think I'm a little.
Why is it a weird move to ask her to at a convention? You know why that happened, right? That happened because she made a video exonerating me from something that one of my psycho stalkers at the time, which I fed into. That's why they were fucking crazy with me. That was why I asked her to at a convention. So if I asked, like, Norm the game, if I asked anybody, a dude, what would be the difference? That was it. And if I was having my fiance at the time come with me, what was I trying to do? Think hard.
Malicious, or if it's a miscommunication.
I'm just clearing that McDonald's, if you go ask them for $1,000 advance before you get hired, they're gonna laugh at you. That's all I'm saying.
McDonald's, I'm not producing a whole show in front of thousands of people.
You're not producing the show. And secondly, it still doesn't matter. If you were hired for this, that's what you get. See you later after that. Listen, my anus was hurting earlier today at Disneyland, but it is relaxed. It's correct. You know what you need to do? Turbo Express?
Spread your cheeks and go to town.
Yeah, I know. I'm making a mistake.
Ship is on the ground. Commence power down. It's good to have you with us, Commander.
That's not to undermine the opportunity. I know what an opportunity.
Boogie, let her get her points out.
Okay.
Does
Justin Silverman has invited me to cons, obviously to fuck me in the ass. Oh my God.
stipend at first. I'm not trying to say the word negotiate as semantics or power play. Ask whatever words you want, but we did discuss it. Now, if I misunderstood.
Lloyd, just like Link said before, she doesn't show this side initially. She doesn't. If you did not see any of this, if you didn't know what she did to me, if you didn't know what she did to Keemstar, and like you just hung out with her a couple times before she snaps, which she'll inevitably do. Thank you for always gifting me. She's a pretty decent person. Then you
Understood what you said back. That's possible. You said how you felt about it and what I heard. That's possible. I can see where that was a misunderstanding. misunderstanding.
Yes, I wanted a
second
three-way
thing
with
is
my
you
kid's
said
mom and her.
Originally, what, you want to say something?
No, I remember what was said now. Mike, do you remember this? Now I remember saying, I don't know, maybe that's possible. You got to understand, me and Mike are already dumping like thousands into this in equipment. That's what I said. I remember that. Mike, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yes, and that ties into the next
so
thing.
when you so wait, this is how the conversation really I fucking remember now. Hold on. You asked for the money for clothes and wardrobe. You wanted to be fronted it, and I said, I don't know, maybe. You gotta understand, we're dumping like thousands of dollars into equipment. That is how the conversation went.
That was part of it.
And you mischaracterized this whole
Ocean
entire.
water.
Yes, you did.
No, because listen to I didn't mischaracterize that for a stipend. I asked, could we be fronted it? And you said you.
Oh, sizzle! I should fucking make a plaque of that. Snakes are good at hiding their true intentions. Yes, they are. And they'll slither around you, and you'll think they're a normal person until they bite you, and then it's too late. Luckily, she's fucking too stupid to actually keep it going, and she got exposed.
You're fronting all this money. You told us the dollar amount, and
So
yes,
I
you
never
are.
agreed, right?
No, the way I remember it, what I said exactly.
The way you remember it in reality are two different things.
That you were looking down on your phone and you said, yeah, that's fine. I know we're going to be making money with this. Now, whether I misheard it or if you didn't say it properly or if it's just a misunderstanding, I don't know. But I'm telling you that that's what I heard, and I'm not acting in bad faith.
It took me a minute, but now I remember exactly my response. I don't know, because me and Mike are dumping $1,000 in this equipment. You gotta understand.
I gotta do is spam it. Hell hath frozen over. Rich was right. Rich was right. I told you. I told you. Oh, thank you, though. I appreciate it, but I told you.
Understand that. I remember that. I remember saying that in response to the
Can
clothes.
I ask something with that? Because that leads to my second point. If you're dumping in thousands of dollars equipment, then why are you asking for us to pay it?
The J stream is going to be legendary. It's going to be absolutely. John Bono, don't stick your dick in crazy, dude. It's not worth it. Not with her, but I have done it before. Like, think with this head, not the other purple one, or whatever the hell it is. This is a real man. Oh, God. Yeah, thank you, Comic Book Chat. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting stream. Yeah, we're cool now, man. We're doing a stream next week. It's not like we're going to be doing a regular thing, but it's like, it's over. We're cool. It's done. No more drama. No more, like, I'm going to make a post talking shit. He's going to make a post talking shit, and it's like spy versus spy. We killed it off. A lot of things have happened in the past. Yes, yeah. Not purple. You're the purple yogurt slinger or whatever the fuck they call your dickhead.
What? No, you're not. You're not paying it back.
So
Just
I'll explain it.
wait, no, you don't need to. You don't need to explain it. I'll explain it. You are not paying it back.
Frameshift drive charging.
So when there's expenses for this show,
Ready
it's
to
a lot.
engage. 3, 2,
What do you want to
1,
explain?
engage.
If I have to spend money to travel, at the end of the month, I hand over my receipts to Keem. Keem then takes the show's income, spreads it evenly.
Dude, guys, I really need this money. There's a big difference between a malignant narcissist that lies about everything they say and looks for sugar daddies than me taking off 50 to take off my shirt. If you compare the two of them, you are absolutely fucking retarded. Have a great day.
Including the expenses I had, that Jordy had, that Keem had, and that as either deducted from your paycheck or...
You should send this to King Sly. Here he loves when I take my shirt off on the street. Here he's a big fan. Oh my God.
added to your paycheck depending on your expenses. That's how that works.
That's correct. But if it's being deducted from my paycheck, I'm not being given thousands of dollars equipment.
Like, imagine bitching about it. You haven't even technically done a fucking episode yet. And imagine...
Warning.
We're going to talk this Sunday about it on stream. We'll discuss things. We'll discuss the name of what I'm transitioning the show's name over. I was going to go with The Basement. Most people say it sucks. We'll figure out a name. So become a member. There's going to be members-only streams. We're going to have different graphics too. And there'll be a reason besides cucumbers to be a member. I appreciate the support, but now I owe something back to you.
But it's that
It looks like I'm sitting on Keem's. It does look like I'm sitting on his lap. I can go between them. But see, then if no, I'll stay here because I know like Tina's coming on, and Grace, and I think Lynx. They all come back, and it turns into a shit show. So I'm in the right spot right now. I'm sitting shirtless, and Keem starts laughing. Oh, this is great. Gabe's Newell's luscious nips. I hear he has fantastic nipples, actually.
That's not true, because it's also being deducted from my paycheck and Mike's paycheck. Do you understand? Like
Exactly,
the show
right?
I
pays
did not
for it.
understand that. If that's the case, that's the misunderstanding.
It was.
Where's the Harvard
We
degree?
split the money evenly
The-
on our
where's the Harvard business degree? I'm saying the show is paying for it, meaning all parties, right? It would come out before, of the profit, right? And then, like, of the gross, excuse me, and then the profit would get your normal split. Where's the business degree? Where's the Harvard business degree? You don't understand what that means? The show pays for it?
People with business degrees put things in writing specifically so that things like this don't happen. That's where my degree is. But so that's where that miscommunication was there. Third, and this is the...
Yeah, it's kind of funny. That was a good point. Sean McCarthy, I see you. Yeah. This is great. Oh, man. If they clip this is going to be ridiculous. I'm sitting in Keem's lap right now. You can't get any more homoerotic than that, boys.
The biggest one, it was not... The third one is you clawed back the entire opportunity. Which that's fine. You're fair to do that, and that's after what happened last night. But...
Because he runs the show and you acted like a fucking greedy lunatic.
I didn't say that. The fan said that. Now,
And that's one.
so are these
But
all
you
the
allowed
things?
Yes, I know that right. I will not rub, no. I will not rub my nips. I appreciate it. I will not rub my nips. You know what you will get, though? Which is probably worse, but that's okay.
Oh my god!
They sent me an email. Look, let me look for the email real quick. You know what you will get, though? Which is probably worse, but that's okay.
Hey, we got it.
They sent me an email. Look, let me look for the email real quick.
We got it, boys.
You know what you will get, though? Which is probably worse, but that's okay. They sent me an email. Look, let me look for the email real quick. You know what you will get, though? Which is probably worse, but that's okay. You know what you will get, though? Which is probably worse, but that's okay. They sent me an email. Look, let me look for the email real quick. As I'm flexing my nips. Hey guys, I'm a stripper. You know what you that's where it started. Probably worse, but that's the lore behind it.
To a scenario where you and Tina hasn't been alive because Tina doesn't like Grace either.
They sent me an email. Look,
And
let me
so
look for the
you were
email real
happy
quick.
to go in and vote someone off the island.
Yo, someone take a screen cap. Probably worse, but that's okay. of being shirtless in Keemstar's lap right now and send it to him on X. Well, I would hope she has bigger breasts than me. Mine are hairier though, so I'm sexier.
No, why I did it is because.
Oh, Christopher, she never shuts up.
You were very confident that you would keep your job. That's why you were.
No, I wasn't. I was going to lose my job over this. No, there's a difference. There's a difference. Let me explain why. Because from my perspective, you had already changed 2 things on me.
Oh, there's the whole I'm holier than thou bullshit. I'm holier than thou. You just want the attention and you didn't want to split your cut. So you put on this whole thing. I can't work with this person. I can't do this. I need clothes. It's me, me, me. Money, money, money. Me, me, me. Money, money, money. Get a fucking job, bitch.
That were different than what I felt we agreed to. So then when the third thing comes around, I'm like, I better address this now because before I know it, I'm going to be getting yelled at for being on the docket team. So I had to put a stop to this and communicated about it, and that's why I reached out. If that was the first time something had happened, I probably would have made
Are these all the concerns you have with me that you want to clear up? Because I have my own concerns where I know.
Sure. I think that's it, but just give me 1 second and I'll tell you.
Oh God, you have
Dude.
a for this, you fucking
Okay, well, let me just talk about it.
That's fine, yeah.
Let me talk for a minute, uninterrupted, please. Where I would and how in this scenario. And there's only one major thing that I got wrong, and that was that Review Tech USA was right.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Oh. Ha ha.
That's it.
Oh, that made her fucking. Oh my God. Look at her face. Look at the discontent on her face. It's delicious. Oh my God, that sex crushed her soul, and it made my soul fill with joy. That crushed her fucking soul. I am gonna make it a soundbite. I appreciate Keemstar for saying that too. This ain't an act too. That is her resting bitch. She is pissed. She is fucking angry. Oh, I don't want to soundboard it now. That's such a big file, and then I would be like sitting here chopping in SoundForge right now. If it was like a clip, I could do it. Like, shout out to Jostler. He sent me the clip of Wings saying band thoughts. I'm gonna put that on the soundboard. But this is so long to download it, to get the audio file. We would be here for 20 minutes, and everyone would be like, "Fuck you, I'm leaving," which I would understand.
I had myself muted, so I wouldn't be tempted to interrupt. Okay. If you feel that way, that's fine.
Yeah, why don't you apologize for all the fucking lies you made up? Can I get an apology?
Would you like me to leave? I don't know what you want to do here. This was the opportunity of a lifetime for me. Would have never given it up easily.
So you should have just did what you were fucking supposed to do. Man, dude, like YouTube, you gotta fix them. I mean, I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. Like, what are you looking for? I apologize. I can't. I have to get back to the stream. It crashed. What the fuck, man? Maybe it's my computer.
Like I have.
Whatever. I doubt it. YouTube looked like that. Look, man, I've fucked up plenty. Anything. Keem hates to admit it. She's the one seething. Yeah. I gotta give him credit. He didn't have to say that. He didn't have to say it. You know what I mean? But... But... he's seeing the train wreck that she is now. It's not worth it. Even if you think she's a lolcow, it's not worth it. I mean, look, man, I've done plenty of stupid shit. Like I said, 95% of fucking, maybe I changed the percentage, but there's one major phenomenon that I discussed of what's his name's documentary on me, or video essay, whatever you want to fucking call it, Jude the King, was on point. But, you know, she's on another fucking level.
When we talked about things after with that 4-way split, and we talked about it more, and I had told you, I said, I'm never going to leave over this because I understand how big this opportunity is. But I was just trying to stop what I felt was a pattern from continuing. And then it was later that night.
What was the pattern? So if you were so appreciative of this opportunity, stop being demanding and saying someone has to go and you can't. This is the real reason. It's not that you're some like creative free spirit. Like, this is the real reason you can't have a real job, because you can't function with anybody. You can't function.
Found out all the information about Grace, and that was not me trying to throw her under the bus to be able to save a percentage if you wanted to, not that it matters, but I had already told Richie and Lynx, who apparently feels okay with lying now, but I had already told them that I was probably going to leave in the morning if Grace wasn't gone, and
no one is ever going to believe that you're saying someone else is a liar after all the lies that you've been caught in. Like, just stop. Your word means not even nothing. It's less than nothing. It's in the negatives what your word means.
I was just going to, and I was trying a lot, partly because I was sad about what I learned about her, but also because I was like, wow, this really sucks. I got the biggest opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm going to have to walk away. But then you mentioned, let's deal with it on the show yesterday, and I thought, beautiful, there's a potential solution. But then I had my own separate disappointments about that, but that's separate from this.
How about you just shut the fuck up and do the show? Just shut the fuck up and do the show. Keemstar's the one running it. If he has issues with someone or finds something out, that's not on you. Oh, I can't work with him. You're a host on the show. If there was something bad about somebody and it slipped through the cracks with him, that wouldn't be on you. That's what I'm saying. I'm picking through all her lies. The only reason you care is that you can't have like a woman that is more entertaining or better looking than you, and you wanted a bigger piece. You coming here with all this entitlement when you bring nothing to the table is ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
How can you praise everything that you're saying about her? That's why.
Why were you even talking?
Done that.
How come?
Why she was here before? You know, you wouldn't love to have done anything. You said you were going to leave because you wanted to flip her allegedly, God forbid, being a victim of abuse into a reason that she gets kicked off the show and you stay. Oh, I can't wait to ask you about that one, Becky. That's going to be a banger.
How come Lynx can't?
You left as soon as she came in.
No, because I'll explain why. Because that's what yesterday was supposed to be. And Keem, I asked you yesterday. I said, I'm stuck coming in.
Her arms look like a sagging tent in the rain.
Shitty eye.
If I have the opportunity to roast a pedophile, I drove to Cleveland to roast a fucking idiot. You claiming this woman's a pedophile and you're walking away from that opportunity, I think you're dumb as fucking rocks. You take that fucking opportunity.
I don't get how she's a pedophile.
She's not. She's lying. She's lying. She's using that to hide her insecurities and her greed. She's lying.
Isn't she the victim?
I don't either.
Isn't she the victim?
No, she's both. You can be a victim and a predator. But I would rather not get caught up in that right now.
But,
yes,
but why wouldn't you take her? You have an opportunity. Rich is tweeting, donating. Yeah.
Oh, look, I was a caveman is restreaming you, by the way. Yo, Ames. This is, dude, here we go. Ames. I'll give them Z's to Ames. You want them? As a matter of fact, Ames. I'll give them Z's to Ames. You want them? As a matter of fact, Ames. I'll give them Z's to Ames. You want them? As a matter of fact, Ames. I'll give them Z's to Ames. You're nuts. Ames. I'll give them Z's to Ames. You want them?
Another clip.
As a matter of fact, this is for Ames. Hold on 1 second. You see this, Ames? Do you want it? Is he also like... You see this, Ames? Do you want it? Is he also like... You see this, Ames? Do you want it?
Love this. Live.
Is he also like picking his nose and watching anime too?
He was proven right.
It's the way it works. Completely.
Hear them.
But I needed, when that was happening, because she would not stop yelling, to have
All
you
right.
maybe mute her.
Okay, I had a clip all that. I had that stream.
That was it.
I knew how much of a psycho narcissist just by the lies she was telling when she was on the show.
Welcome everybody. I'm wearing
For
green.
Lynx, sure. Lynx,
I have a green
I
screen.
don't have a problem with that.
Lynx has a
I'm
problem.
just a head
with you.
and some hands.
I'm sure.
All right, go ahead, Lynx.
Head
Air
and
out your
hands.
grievances.
Yeah, Boogie is losing weight, huh?
Lynx.
Sorry, 1 second.
Yeah.
First of all, I'm gonna be calm.
Yes,
I
please.
know. I like it when you weren't calm. That was awesome. That was the first time we heard you yell ever.
I'm gonna go halfway with you on that, Daniel. I like that she can be the voice of reason, but I also like when she can snap too. Have her be both.
Let me just ask you a question. First of all, I changed. I'm in proper work attire. Boogie, I would like to announce that I am wearing you on my shirt.
It's kind of fucked up that it's a childhood photo. Why that?
Because you seem to like children. Anyways.
What the fuck? Oh my god. When she's calm, she's savage. Yo, oh wow, it's not about Rebecca, so she's not showing any kind of facial expression.
Holy shit.
Anyways, Keepstar, have you read my text message and can I say it out loud?
I have not. Is it on Discord?
Yes.
Sure. Say it. Whatever.
RTU just gave me permission to also say this, is coming on Locale Queens. So fuck you, Becky. You want to be a fucking lying bitch. Also, Becky, I literally put my back out for you last night. And
No,
then
you
are you
You
fucking
blew your
kidding me?
back
You wanna
out?
fucking go?
Shut
No,
up, Boogie.
no,
Let her
I
go.
literally risked my job. My job.
Yeah, that was Lynx. Admittedly, that was the wrong way to use that terminology.
Daddy,
that
no.
that means something different. But okay.
I risked my job for you, okay? You better shut the fuck up, I swear to God. I risked my job for you, and then you send me a voicemail today. I just really feel hurt, and I just feel like I can't trust you anymore. Fuck you, bitch, for the last 3 weeks. 3 weeks I've been on the call with you every single day, and I've been the one who's fucking helped you every single second. When you went off on Keemstar, did I not immediately call you and say, I think you fucked up? You're creating a problem. Were you not taking your time signing the NDA? Didn't really seem like you wanted this job because you needed it proved first. Where's your fucking setup? Where's your setup? Oh, because you missed one little cord, but you couldn't go and get it? Sounds pretty lazy to me.
Would you like to check the weather report?
No, I don't care. I don't care because if it was...
Oh, give me a break. You don't live that far from me. Even if there was snow, you could absolutely go get it. It's just like, oh, wait. Someone else can pay the bill, do the bill, whatever, fit the bill for me, I think is the term. That's all it is. Can't fucking pay. Order it on Amazon. Order it on fucking Amazon. And get fucked. Can't get a cable.
If it was me, I would have fucking walked without shoes to go get that cord. Oh, because you're fat and lazy? Because you're fat and lazy, okay? Okay. I'm glad we understand.
Let's see if you're a liar. Let's see if you're a liar, because that's the only way I'm going to know whether it's even worth having this conversation. Did you or did you not tell me that if I walked...
Grace made you a, Grace the Throps... I don't know what any of that's about.
I was gonna leave, yes. I was gonna leave. Did
you leave?
You want to shut the fuck up and actually let me
I'm asking, did you leave? Yes or no? No, you didn't. So...
What did I say? No, what did I say? I was gonna leave because everyone deserves to know this. I was gonna leave yesterday.
The Blizzard of 2024. Yeah, all of a sudden she can't... Now she lives, like, in, the Appalachians, like Appalachia, whatever the fuck it's called. Like, give me a break.
With Becky, because I agreed Ben was a problem. However, Ben got fixed, and you...
Listen, I don't think there's a corset big enough for my tits, but that would be so fucking funny just to piss her off. You don't have clothes. You don't have clothes for the show. What do you do? Walk around naked all day? Probably. What do you do? Walk around naked when you gotta go out? You fucking break.
You started victim blaming. You think that's okay, you fucking psychopath? No wonder why RT was right about you. Are you okay in the head? Not to mention...
Look at her response every time someone says that. I love it. Please keep saying it. Please.
Not to mention, you're all like, we need to make it to the first show. Guys, Kat, we need to make it to the first show. Did you even fucking make it to the first show before you brought up all these fucking complaints? Or were you being a conniving fucking idiot? And tell me why I'm the one who barely can pay my bills, and I take out a loan to fucking cover my shit, but you can't do that? Because you're what, too good for it? No, because you don't care about this opportunity.
Yeah, no, stop. Lynx is right. You don't care about this opportunity. Like, if dude, you complained. You could. Hold on.
My composure here. If I didn't care, I wouldn't be.
This was like, especially with how you got it too, you piece of shit. This was like but you can't do it because you're so fucked up in the head. This is like your last chance at E-fame, Becky. And like he said, you offered nothing. This was it, and it's over. I'm sure they'll have you on to milk you as a guest who's not even admitted it, which I kind of don't blame him. But you're not, like, part of the show anymore. And even if you are, you're known as this.
You weren't gonna be. You weren't gonna be.
Dude, listen. Actions speak louder than words. If you're missing one cord to have a proper mic set up, and that's what's going on, and you don't have that cord, what the fuck is going on?
It wasn't a mic setup. You are no.
It's always someone else's fault. Always. Just get the fucking cord. You're really making a... Oh my god. This is amazing. It's a cord!
And I'm tired of being controlled for your poor planning. Can you please stop it with her? I'm gonna leave.
No, she has every right to mock you because anytime you get put to task, you cry or scream.
I'll say this. Boogie, you were there. What happened on the camping trip when the fucking camera, 15 minutes before it's going on air, I'm racing down a mile down the road to get to my house to replace a camera just to make the time. It wouldn't have mattered. It would not have mattered. Let me finish. It would not have mattered. if
This
the
girl
camping trip
just
on the
doesn't
second
understand
day
the
was
stuff
delayed
and shut the
5
fuck
minutes,
up.
10 minutes while I
Holy
found a
fuck.
solution.
Bitch
But
don't understand
I
what type of
care
like,
about the
like,
show, and I care about launching it
opportunity
on
she had.
time.
Like, fuck.
I risked my own safety to fly down the goddamn road, replace the camera.
Stop talking, Rebecca. I know you need to panic and make an excuse as why he's wrong and you're right when you're wrong.
And set it up so we can go live on time.
I mean, this one was your fault. You sent me a PC that didn't have a USB thing.
Oh,
then go
you
get
can do your
one.
own.
So go fucking get one. You know what I did? Sasquatch? I'm saying that to you and I can. Oh, that computer, the Phil computer that Phil could have spent only $6.99 on the computer didn't have a USB-C port in the back. I went and got the PCI card and put it in. Jesus Christ, man.
Research? That sounds like a you problem.
Snowed in. I was snowed in. Team, you live in Buffalo. You know how snowed.
I mean, it's a city, but knowing her, she'll make it like I doxed her. She's like an hour from me. What the fuck are you talking about? I could say the fucking city. It's Monticello. Was there a big storm in Monticello that I didn't know about? She's, like I said, she's not that far from me.
Yeah, and I drive.
I think the whole world knows how snow works.
At the end of a private road up in the Catskills.
Richie couldn't have brought it to you? Your mom, when she was over? Your mom, when she was over, couldn't have brought it to you?
Man, this girl
How is
has
it
her
Keem's
neck
mistake?
tickling so
Keem's
much.
mistake because what? Because he didn't know what cables were included in the box of the new computer you got? Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this girl needs
Shut
to
up.
Shut up.
You are pathetic. You are absolutely pathetic.
You didn't look at your equipment. I looked at all my equipment and searched it all up.
Let me respond to this. Becky, what I would have done in that scenario is I said, okay, I'm snowed in. All right, I'm gonna call my mom. I'm gonna call a relative. I am gonna figure out. I'm getting this fucking phone, and I'm gonna have this goddamn microphone because this opportunity means everything. The fact when you got kicked off, and the fact, and the.
I bought everything.
Oh my God,
It's a
this
cable.
woman.
You expect everything to be compensated down to like something small. Oh my God. I like here. I got one right here. Here, bitch. Or you could take. Here it is. USB A to USB C. That's what you need.
You told me to.
And
yes, we share a state. Yes.
The fact. And the fact that when...
First of all, I'm sorry, team. You promised me and you tonight. I'm not doing this with...
Why? Well, okay, see? And now, look. Now no one else could be here. Why can no one else be here?
Let me just finish. What showed me... What
Exactly.
Really
I don't mean to pause it again. I know it's annoying.
This
I'm
woman.
really annoying. Nyoko, RPG, you're 100% right. She doesn't have any arguments, so she's going to go on and on and on and on and on about a cable.
Showed me, what really showed me is when you left the Discord last night. I was like, oh, she does not give a fuck about this community.
I gave a fuck. You kicked me. The community doesn't want me.
Hey, homie.
You got 40% of the
What
vote,
up, dude?
Becky, there was
46.
46%.
No, I'm streaming.
The show, so I left. I got.
You're
Yeah.
acting like the vote was 90-10.
Say again?
46% of the people.
Oh, no,
voted
I'm
for you.
good. What's up, man? What's up? I got a minute.
Yeah, she got everything. Vince,
Yeah,
thank you
how's
for
everything?
becoming a member. She got
Oh,
everything
nice. It is
except for
December.
cable. Oh my God, with the Protect, she said the same thing to me. Protect.
Oh, nice.
It's a cable.
Let me know when you're around.
It's a cable. I know in your fucking fucked up mind that
Hey,
sounds
cool.
like a good excuse. You just said my employer is supposed to protect me from the evils of
You know,
having to
I
get
got
a
out of
USB
bed if
A
I'm working.
to
I don't know if I'll be
USB-C
working. What
adapter,
days
you
I'm gonna
cunt.
go back normal.
Do you understand how
I'm gonna
fucking
be having a
stupid you
break,
sound? Ridiculous,
because, you know, the
insane.
winter breaks and whatnot, so.
Sorry about that.
But, yeah, dude. Let me know what's up. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, awesome. I'm very glad.
You're supposed to protect
I had a
me
motorcycle, by the
having
way.
to go out into the
That
world
was
because I have to lay in
I had
bed
two
all day like a
motorcycles. I got two
fucking slob.
motorcyles. Right?
I may be a slob, but
the
I
first
leave
one
my
got
fucking
destroyed.
bed. Thank you.
That's
steps
because,
in every day,
that's
too.
because I ended up just taking it instead of hitting a sand patch and low siding. I went in the middle. I had like taken a wheelie off a corkscrew. Yeah. When I was completely fine. I was completely fine. Then, and now I have a
I've never
Street Fighter V4
This
SP,
is incredible.
right?
Over a fucking cable.
And then I became a top at 2 miles. No.
Like, do you want him to buy your
Street
toilet
Fighter
paper? Yes, she
V4
would. She would
SP.
absolutely want that. She wants everything.
Yeah. And then
hired
I
a,
had 2
hired
miles,
a
like
fired
2
news
to
anchor.
3 miles per
He
hour.
went on a
became
work
a,
trip. You
top
paid him $150 a day for expenses.
while making a
She
U-turn.
tried to turn in a receipt for a tube of toothpaste.
Yeah,
Did you fire her right away?
Laid down, and then had the bike lay down on top of me.
Yeah, dude, there's people out there
that
that just think their entitlement just is out of control. She's one of them. Oh no, you need a cable. So get the fucking cable. I don't. You could. They're like $5.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah. Why the fuck would I be here?
Because you
I
worked
fucking love
so
it.
hard
I
enough
love
to
my
fight.
fucking bike, bro. I love my Ducati.
Becky, you remember when I faked cancer? Nobody wanted me on the show.
I've
been over backwards.
I make enough
I stood out
to
in
have
public and let
it.
people throw water balloons at me. When
Yeah.
Face tattoo wasn't
I
real,
make
though, right?
like almost like
Becky boobs seems more
23
appropriate.
and 10, so
And that's like
almost 24 bucks.
that's like beyond film. Even current hardcore begging more than ever film. That is
Yeah.
holy fuck.
How's the driving?
I need even the cable.
Yeah.
Phil, I don't even think would even bring it up. To his credit, I don't think Phil would bring it up. Thank you for your membership. Over 40 fucking months. Thank you.
Hell no.
Holy shit! Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
In the United States,
Keemstar literally told me I couldn't.
We're all a bunch of angry people here.
Fight for it. If you want,
you're a New Yorker. Goddamn.
Oh, it's real, but it's faded. How did it fade?
Most people can't drive. That's a fact.
Or some people were saying it's a fade. Okay.
I'm not gonna fight against somebody who
Yeah.
doesn't want me around. I told this to Keem. If he wanted me here, I'd fight to the end of the earth.
He wants somebody who will prove their worth. He wants somebody who will prove their worth. Who will bend over backwards. That's what I learned.
Where's him proving that he can even just maintain his word? He couldn't even hold his word. His mistake was his.
His mistake was his. Oh my god. Like,
there's no reason to
trust me, I don't need a computer. Like, say Keemstar sent me a computer for whatever fucking reason he would send me one, and I'm like, oh, I need that. Go get the cable. Even if you kind of live in the boonies. I know you're over exaggerating. I know for a fact you're over exaggerating. Stop laying in bed. Skip your Monjero for a day, and go get the fucking cable. It's a cable. It's not that he told you, he gave you all the parts for the computer and told you to build it from scratch. It's a cable. It's a fucking goddamn cocksucking cable. It shouldn't infuriate me that much. But the fact that you are going on and making like the whole show betrayed you over getting a cable, I can't even. That's a level of entitlement that I have, and I've met many narcissists.
Oh well.
That I have not seen.
I definitely answer your phone calls. That's what I do.
That was me, Keem, or whatever. That was his. If you care so much, Keem, about your show, why couldn't you check the settings?
It's also really good to know that.
You wanted him to open the box? Okay, so this is what she literally wanted. I'm letting you know for people who aren't like tech savvy, so you understand.
And you got a girlfriend on
She
top
wanted,
of it.
all right, Keemstar, he's gonna open up the box. Like, what are you gonna do? Have him write down all the ports that are in there, and like maybe he would know the equipment that you need, and he doesn't probably know it. So you. And even if he did that, he would still probably need an extra cable or something. What the? Oh God! Oh God!
Yeah, oh God!
You are fucking retarded. I don't believe that you have a degree from Harvard. I'm in that camp now. I'm with the rest of the audience. I'm in that camp. You have no fucking common sense. You are too stupid to get a to get a degree. I do not believe it. You better have it. Prove me wrong. I'm not that guy who I will admit. All right, fine. You got the degree. You need to show the fucking.
Where you at now?
What is it called? Whatever. Show me paperwork that
Georgia,
you're a Harvard
you're
grad because you're too
now.
fucking retarded to even go pick up your own cable. Or lazy, or it's all dumb, lazy, and greedy.
Yeah.
Can't get a fucking cable. Care about me, get a cable. It's gonna stop myself.
So you're mad at him for
Twitch
not
is
covering
great.
a $5 USB when
Trust
you should
me.
have covered equipment before that?
Just another platform.
Oh, so now we're
Oh, now she's attacking. And that's what narcissists do. Yes, they are calling you out for being being too incompetent to get a cable.
Yeah?
You're too incompetent to get a cable.
Does he like
You're
space
too much of a
Sims?
bum to get out of your bed
Does he like
and get a
space
cable.
Sims?
attack the fact that I'm poor, something I can't control. Until I can control the fact that you're fucking ugly and you do nothing to fix it.
Okay,
You fat fucking bitch.
It is a lot
Since
of
you're
fun.
not-
They're like Slim City shit managing my
Since you're not listening to her,
energy.
let me repeat what she said.
Energy.
You could have done the research. You could have gotten the $5 cord. I believe that you're capable of that.
Your mom was over. You just said you didn't want to bother your mom, but your mom was over
Did I
helping
have
you
it?
set up
Because
the
I don't
equipment.
know.
Why are you
That was
fucking
a
talking
good
over
I
me?
played it.
You literally have no respect.
But your mom, she's right. Your mom was there. Your mom was there. Like, so.
Oh
your
my
mom
god,
was,
you're talking about like.
Your mom was
You're
there, so the
talking like,
votes should have been somewhat passable.
Fuck, I know a game that.
The
you're
USB
talking about,
cable
so,
is the detractor.
Yeah, getting over it. Getting over it. I think it's called getting over it. Yeah.
How long?
Yeah.
What has this been like? 20 minutes about the fucking USB cable? Becky, it's
And then
really
he felt
simple.
like him.
You could have got the cable. You're too much of a cheap, lazy,
yeah,
self-absorbed
you
bitch to
probably got
get it,
dead pissed
and you're
though,
looking
right?
for excuses. You didn't want to get the cable
Yeah,
because you're
that's
fucking
getting
lazy.
over it.
This is
That's
why
a
you
good
could
one.
never hold down a
Yeah, that's a
YouTube
good
channel.
one.
This is why you could never hold down a live stream. This is why you come up with another
What?
harebrained.
Which one? Oh,
"Hey,
that
I
you can
wanna
get
make
on
a
like
YouTube
Steam and
channel about
whatnot.
RT. Next day, wow, guys, I'm a psychic. Psycho. I'm a psychic. I'm an empath. I'm gonna do tarot card reason.
Oh, you're hearing
Now
my
I'm done with
stream
that.
through my
Now, You
headphones.
can't stick to anything because if it takes more than a modicum
No,
of
that's
effort,
that's
you
not
check
that's not
the
a
fuck
person.
out and want to
That's
blame
not someone I'm
everyone else
talking
for
to.
you
I'm
being
in,
a lazy,
I have you
boring cunt.
like jammed up against my ear cup so I can talk to
If
you.
Phil can make a big deal
shit.
with a chicken sandwich,
Yeah.
he would make a big deal.
Yeah,
I've watched arguably too
I'll
much
send you
Phil.
my
And I
information.
like this
though.
is. I think it's safe to
Yeah.
say
Let me
this
do
is
that
beyond a
Let
Phil
me do that
moment.
really quick while we're
She's
on the
worse
phone
than
because
Phil.
that shit's
I haven't
funny.
seen Phil.
That
You
shit's
literally
really
have
funny.
no respect. You're like a substitute teacher that everyone bullies.
With you,
This is why.
Oh
She actually
my
kind of
god,
she was a substitute
this girl
teacher in Korea.
just burned this other girl so bad right now.
Oh, this
Oh, that
stream
was
is
so
like,
good.
oh, it's cathartic,
This
man.
girl-
Why you were a substitute
Literally-
teacher? Because no
literally
one
just
wants to listen
burned
to
the
you.
shit out
The
of
students don't
this
respect
girl.
you. We're not listening to you. La 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 la.
Oh,
I'm
God,
going
this
to
is
take my.
intense.
Bro, I have ADHD. I could
This
sit
is-
down
this
on a
is
stream.
great.
She can't even
Hold
do
on a
that.
second. Hold on a second.
Ever. Don't blame your
Why can't
rheumatoid
I text
arthritis.
you?
You have rheumatoid arthritis, man, and you're flailing around right now.
What the
You're
fuck?
doing just fine.
I'm gonna find out why.
It's
I
amazing
can't-
how you forget about all your ailments when you have to defend your fucking fragile ego. Notice that?
There you go.
My fucking hearing aids out just to not listen to this dumbass cunt anymore. I swear to God.
Moderate. You promised me to call me and you
There
today.
you go.
Do you
Oh,
want
and
one or
I
not?
sent you.
Yeah, you
my
promised
Twitch too.
Promise to call with me because
Sent
you
you
don't
both
want
of
to
them.
hear what other people have to
Alrighty.
say.
All right, my
Because the
friend.
truth hurts.
Yeah.
You're gonna show up on time.
It's easy.
And
Did
the
you know you
reason
can
why
buy
I
a
told
tank?
people to know if he read it
Yeah.
is because I could not stand what I was
Did you
seeing
know
going
you
on
could
in
buy
the Discord
depleted
that has to do
uranium?
with the race issue, but I'm trying not to jump into that right now and
You
conflict
couldn't
things.
stand it.
Sometimes people change their word.
No, really easy.
Let him change his words.
Fuck it.
But
You know
don't
what?
blame it on me.
I wasn't gonna.
Yeah,
That's
Rebecca.
Yeah, well, it's depleted uranium. That's enriched uranium.
You
Depleted
can't wait till
uranium's
Tina comes on.
inside of.
I gotta go, and that's fine.
Oh, yeah, no,
Becky,
that's all
why are you
that.
still a host?
Becky,
Don't even know what you're talking about.
Becky, I'm going to bring you back in just a
I don't
second.
know
Can you
what
please
we
wait
could-
and
yeah,
waiting
that's-
because I want to hear what
Yeah,
Grace has to say.
no, there's,
and then I'll
there's
bring
no
you back.
why,
Okay?
why
Yeah,
any
my
of
other
that.
tables have turned.
That'd be crazy.
That should say
Right,
you can still
let
dislike
me
me.
head
I'm
off,
sure
my
there's
friend,
people there that
alright?
are hate watchers, and that's okay.
I
This
definitely
woman
will.
just
too. Peace, brother.
had them argue about a fucking
Later.
cable for I think over 30 minutes. Or about 30 minutes, let's say. That's all you need to know. He wouldn't go this, but 90% of his podcast would be dedicated to the cable. Yeah, he'd make it like he would get the cable himself. I'm pretty sure of that. Almost 100% sure of that. But he would make it like he had to write binary code to make it work. He would make it like he was Phil Gates.
Well, he's dead, so...
Phil will complain about the cable and bet, but at least he'll go out and get the... Yes, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Becky's making it like she lives in a fucking... She's like in an Amish community. She's churning her own fucking butter.
Just hang out there. Oh my fucking God. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got an important announcement because of the recent developments with everything that's been happening on this show. Review Tech USA is going to be the first guest on LolCow Queens. Make sure you get over to that YouTube channel, LolCow Queens, and subscribe. Also, I know some of you are becoming members and you're having issues joining the member-only Discord.
I wonder if they're going to, like, surprise me with, like, Kino Casino. I would love that. I welcome it. You want to actually talk to me, boys? You could tell Philip to fill up your ass. Oh, the stream snipe you with them. I'm expecting a surprise. It's a low cow show. It can't just be that they're going to, like, give me a congratulatory thing. There's no way. I assume Becky's going to be there, but I expect more. Why? Because it's 2024. That's why.
Discord, which, by the way, has been on fire lately. It's like all day long, stuff's happening. Tina's in there, Grace is in there, Lynx is in there, Becky's in there. Well, she was there. I don't know if she's still in there. You got Wings, you got Boogies. There's a bunch of YouTubers that roll through, get behind the camera, and of course, myself. So what you have to do to get access to the members-only Discord is you have to be at least a Cash Cow member, not Band World, at least a Cash Cow member, and you have to set up your YouTube channel on your Discord profile. So go into Discord,
What's up,
go
Mac?
to your account, link your YouTube channel.
What's
it
up?
will verify that you're a
Maximus,
Cash Cow
what
or
the fuck
higher
you
member
doing?
of LolCow.
Dude, they have like $499
Max, what's up?
tier. Holy shit.
Hi, Max.
I was like, okay. Whoa.
Live and give you
up,
access
man?
to the Discord. Now we're running a special offer right now for those of you that are already members on Queens.
It could just be maybe I'm overthinking it. I just always keep my guard up because you never know. I think me being that way is justified, you know?
Which we have 67 members over on LolCow Queens, and the show hasn't even started. So if you're a member on Queens and you're a member on LolCow Live, once you get in the Discord.
I always say this to people that young and smoke, but especially white women especially. You think you're young? Nah, it's not. You know, I'm good. I look. And one day you're gonna hit 30, or especially you're gonna hit 40. If you continue to smoke, you're gonna go from 30 to 60 or 40 to 60. It's like a switch. Just keep that in mind.
Discord, you want to hit up Bob Wolf, who's the moderator over there, and he'll get you a special little badge.
I mean, every woman's different.
For this month of
but
December, as soon as 2025 comes, that badge will be offered. I'm done chilling. Grace, your thoughts?
What are you doing?
For those
What's
of
up,
you
dude?
who think I'm boring, I'm the one who got RT1.
Oh gosh, that's loud. That is loud. That's loud.
Yes.
down.
What's up, bro?
I'm so sorry.
It's like way
My
louder.
first
Yeah, way louder than your voice.
Where are you?
Grace, you've heard a lot here. Go ahead.
Next.
Floor is yours.
I mean,
Hey.
I think it says it all that she won't even talk to me, but she'll call me a criminal and a predator. I've never committed a crime. I've never created on anybody. She went from I'm the victim of something to now I'm a criminal and a predator, and now apparently a pedophile. So,
Get back
22-year-old
here.
girl is a pedophile.
Thank you. Bill
are you
Gates
doing?
slushes Bill Gates. I gotta hit the applause. Yeah, there's some women that can hit their mid-20s if they're heavy smokers, and all of a sudden they're looking like 45, 50. And again, white women, man. They're just stating facts. White women who are heavy smokers age like milk in the sun.
Ever happened in the history of the entire world, but according to Becky Boop, I am a pedophile. So she's a lying whore. She won't even confront me about it. She talks about liars, yet she'll say this shit and won't even say it to my fucking face. She's too fucking scared. Miss Harvard can't get her little contract in writing. She's trying eating less and using the money to get a fucking desk and chair and a proper setup. So next time she has an opportunity.
Absolutely, Josh Jones. It'll be a very interesting interview to have you on. We'll talk more too, so I can get some insights, so I know questions to ask and stuff, so I know the full scope of the story.
He just likes to run around, meow.
So I don't just go there and be like, oh wait, like when I had links. I got to get better at interviews. I know I'm capable of it, but I have to get over my stumbling blocks.
Opportunity, she doesn't waste it away like she did with this one. I took your fucking spot, bitch. Stop seething. Find something else to do.
Well, I just don't understand the argument that you're a pedophile or whatever, right? Because you're the victim. Like it doesn't even make sense. It literally
It's just pure envy.
It's all, yeah, there it is.
It's pure seething and coping. There's nothing.
Yeah, it's envy and it's money. If she can't be the top dog in her delusional world, where everyone's like worshiping worshiping at her fucking feet, and she thinks she's missing out on money. Oh my God, I can't work with this person. Get the fuck out of here. You just were worried about your paycheck and you were jealous. You were worried about the paycheck and you were jealous. That is 210% the reason.
Nothing to it. There's no teeth to it.
No, I don't get it.
Next.
I don't get it.
There's nothing to it.
I mean, I will warn you.
She's about noticing patterns. You know, she said she was in an abusive relationship.
Yeah, she, God forbid, allegedly was sexually assaulted. And you're using that as a reason, as leverage to get her off the show? What does that say about your... That says you're a disgusting human being that only, which I do already, ages ago, that Rebecca, you only care about yourself. You only care about yourself. Nobody else. And the thing is, how has it worked out for you? You live alone. You can't hold down a job to save your life.
Everybody give me a second.
And
I'm
you
gonna
go from
fuck
one
around with my
scam to
cat.
the next to just get enough money to get by.
Give me 2 minutes, please. Sorry.
It's worked out great.
See what's up with... What do you want, Max?
I wonder
You
if
want
it's the
some
same
treats or
abuse that
something?
she feels like she suffered here from Lynx and Keemstar and everybody else on the panel. And she's such a
For not
Yeah,
getting
he
a
does.
cord.
Yo,
You're supposed to
I'm gonna
protect
give
me
him a couple
from
of
the
treats.
evils
Give
of
me a
having to
minute.
go to a store and get a USB-A to USB-C
Right, right.
cable. Holy fuck.
fucking liar.
Look, dude, this started today with me being very nice. I said, listen, I told Grace that Ben cannot be any part of Locale Queens. Ben cannot show up on camera. The fans don't want it. They're very adamant about that. And Grace agreed. If Grace violates that or whatever, we would have to fire her and you could take her spot. That we won't even run a contest, right? Is that not nice? And her response is like, that's not good enough. You can do more. Bro, like, this is how the day...
Welcome to hell, King. You could do more. Like, I could see if she had like 2 million subscribers, or even like a couple 100,000 or something, then she was bringing like, and like 10,000 of those people would be dedicated viewers, concurrent viewers on the stream. Like,
sorry about
it's
that.
insane, but she is insane. She literally is mentally ill.
Started, and then you guys know the story.
Like straight jacket, like I'm fucked up in the head too. I'll admit it, but she's like straight jacket. like inpatient probably for like a year and change, kind of mentally ill. And even then, she's a narcissist. You can't fix narcissists. Me and Izzy were talking about that.
From there, right? And it's like, bro, what more do I need to do to be nice to someone and help them out? Like, you don't respect me, Becky, at all.
That you're very welcome, Jeff.
Why do you have to be nice to her? She didn't do anything.
Hey, Grace, I do want to warn you, okay? If there is any truth to those allegations that she's laid on you, this process of being on this show will lay it all out and the world will know. The people on Kiwi Farms watch this show very closely because of me, because of Jordy, and they have gone through our past like a fine-tooth fucking comb. That's going to happen to Link.
That is true. Once you have the ire of certain communities, they will find they'll make up shit. They'll make, like, one of the things that some people are going with, because I filmed a video where my dog was scared of a cucumber, and they were trying to say I was an animal abuser. Like, wait, the pedophile thing's not sticking. Let's see. Rich abuses animals. Here's a video. No, I wasn't abusing. I was he was scared of a cucumber, and it was funny. That's it.
Lynx has had her brush in with him. Grace, you've already had your brush in with trolls, but nothing like a Jordy troll. So whatever the fuck you're hiding, just be prepared for it to be laid the fuck out. And if you're afraid of it coming out, you should walk now.
Yeah, well, that is kind of like.
You think that I'm she pulled up all the worst stuff there could possibly be about me. There's nothing worse. I have a dedicated Kiwi Farms thread. I have dedicated haters that have been stalking me for years. For years, they're trying to get me kicked off the show because I finally have an opportunity to make my own money. Which.
And the only reason she went there to do this was because she was
stimulated
about Grace, about Lynx, and she was hoping that the dirt would get the kick,
like,
so she could see more like a main event or main feature.
But it was
of
65 on half. That's right.
So
I was like, okay, here's 85.
She hid behind a thin veil of wanting to be a moral.
And Mom didn't complain.
That all went out the window when you lied about me fucking on stream with a straight face. Well,
she's good.
That forever.
Yeah.
But shout out to Ivy. Do we? Yeah. Hopefully she's doing well. Also, in my hearing. Yeah, I think I have that on. Thank you.
And my hairy ass.
Which doesn't even make sense according to their own logic that I'm an abuse victim. It's retarded.
They mostly just hate women, so like they will destroy the opportunity.
Yeah, because they don't. Most of them don't get a mile near women.
Old women always fucking hate me because I'm a fucking Stacy and she's literally a fucking Becky.
I might have said this in members chat today. I would love to see you earn enough money to get the fuck away from your dad, and so you could have your own choices in your own life.
Well, people don't realize. Yes, I'm traveling for the show right now, and he's driving me. I don't have the money to buy plane tickets. I don't have the money to get hotel rooms. I don't have the money to get my own apartment. I'm here to make my own fucking bag and do what I want with it. Why wouldn't everybody want that for me? Even fucking Becky with her virtue signaling fat ass.
Good night, Dad.
And she has no room to breathe. Can you stop belching? No.
Me too. I had a great time. That was awesome.
You cannot drink seltzer like this and not belch.
I don't know what the truth is. All right.
Yeah, they're great.
You guys fuck around, and Grace, you and your dad troll so much and say outrageous shit. I don't know what the fucking truth is, right? Like, I don't know what's real and what isn't real, right? So I see these clips and I see Ben saying fucking outlandish shit that I'm like, oh, he should be thrown in jail. But is he saying that to get clout? I don't know. I honestly don't fucking know. So it's like, I don't know what to do with that, you know?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. My dad has no intent. Oh, fuck. Am I coming through? Hello?
Yeah, we hear you.
We hear you, but you're frozen.
No,
no
you're
video.
Frozen.
Hold on.
Pick it from Walmart.
Okay, is it better?
Yeah.
Wow.
Say pick a better.
My dad has no
Wow,
intention.
he said pick better Walmart.
My dad has no intention of being on the show for free, so like he wouldn't be a part of this anyway. Let me be my own person. Let me prove myself.
Oh, it's me. I want to
It's
see
the
what you're...
Robo.
I've been doing this for 2 fucking years with these fucking
How you
haters
doing?
after me.
I'm watching Lolcow too.
Oh, you're watching Lolcow.
Are you watching?
I'm watching Rich. Yeah, fuck
awesome.
yeah.
Well, we heard from Grace. We heard from Lynx.
I still support him. I'm Switzerland, dude. I have to stay Switzerland. Yo, go look at my stream. You'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, that was.
It's funny.
Becky's still in the pay pig waiting room. Bring her up here. She should.
What with you?
Yeah,
defend what
it's
she did
funny.
against me. Come on. That's some pussy
Funny.
shit, Becky.
Let
I'm
me
a
go
predator. Explain how,
Twitch.
please.
Becky?
Or go run away, and we never want to see your fat ass here again.
I want to see what she has to say.
Becky, I feel like, yeah, I know it's going to take you a second to set up your stuff, but I feel like Grace has deserved at least a face-to-face.
Oh, God. Can you stop fucking crying? Oh my God, it's so annoying. Stop fucking crying. Ugh.
Right? Like, you have these allegations against her, and Grace, try not to interrupt. Let her talk, and then you respond. And like,
Team, I can, but not tonight. I can't.
Why?
Yeah. Oh no. Because she would have to confront the allegations that are bullshit that she was saying. So she came on. She was in the waiting room waiting, like, all right, let me get the tears, so I'm a victim. Everyone here sees through it, Becky. Oh my God, it's so. She thinks she's a genius for doing it too.
I don't have it in me anymore. I don't know.
She doesn't have it in you. You don't have it. You just fought for a half an hour about a cable. You want her off the show because she, God forbid, was allegedly molested. Which, why she should be picked off the show for being a victim is fucking beyond me. And now she's there to talk to you and you're crying and you can't handle it?
Right now. Yo, that's too funny, right?
Oh my God.
It's
my God.
It's like you're a ghost.
This is more of
a really stoned ghost.
I knew you were going to have a downfall. But this is better. This is the best. Like, this is like a downfall that I would fantasize of. Because I'm petty fuck. And you're giving it to me on a silver platter. Thank you.
Oh, you had it in you last night, Paul. You had it in you last night.
Wait, stop, right?
I love that she's mocking her crying. All of a sudden, now you have to be put to task about the shit you said.
You need to, like,
do it, I'm crying.
you know what you need to do?
Off.
Is you need to, like, use a green shirt and then, like, have somebody, like, screen your face, but, like, like polka dots, but your face in, like, different directions with a green screen.
Oh my God, that would be amazing.
So it would just be, like, your body is, like,
randomly popping up in different areas.
Yes,
Well,
of like your
funny.
head and then your head on top. But it has to be like green shirt, like in its space, like of your head, like in different directions, but like space like polka dots.
Let's go out of our way.
Oh, that's funny.
So it would just be like floating little faces of you with like your face on top.
I am not coming.
You have to do it. That'd be hilarious.
What I need to do is figure some like camera.
Fight about anything. You can fight about this. You can fight about a cover for your camera. You can fight about a mouse. You can fight about the flipper, which I never opened.
I have to find the effect.
Because I'm an asshole. You can look. Here's the back cover to one of my remotes that I lost.
No, you could just get it like a place that like will do like this t-shirt
alleging that she did and being put to task about them, you can't fight about.
Yeah,
you
on like a long sleeve green shirt.
But you can't handle this. You are just
and just be like
behind your tears because
like
you know
spaced out like your face, like a bunch of your faces, but like spaced out like polka dots.
Because not all the limelight would be on you. Want a bigger bag?
That'd be smart.
So just be like a pile of like.
What I need to do is get a face. I gotta get a picture of my face the way it is right now, right? And then like
protect them from
make a gif of my face like this as a fucking stream point.
Way, if anything with her was true,
and then have it
protect
pop
her
up
from
a bunch.
What?
Yo, this would be mad funny. Maybe I should get like green. Like,
no, it was protecting your ego and wallet. Shut up.
There you go.
Links are out there.
That'd be hilarious.
That's all I have to say.
Yeah, Becky bag.
Becky bag. Get the bag, Becky. Get the bag, Becky. Bend your back, Becky. Getting it because you're getting it from
Every time I
Becky.
look at her, man, I get angry.
Oh,
I'm sure Rich is
it's just
loving,
this
is loving every
great.
second
This
of
is
this
great.
stuff.
I'm loving it.
Such
I'm loving
bullshit.
it so much right now. Personally, I don't care how Rich feels about it. He's fucking
Yeah, like
moving
it doesn't
the
even
shit
make
out of
sense.
it. But for
And
myself, this has been a really great
she's
night.
on a fucking look at
This
her
has been great.
smile of fucking
I'm
satisfaction.
loving it. I'm fucking
Grace.
fucking McDonald's over here.
What are you protecting her from? From people
Yeah.
watching her on a show?
Hmm.
It's not working,
I don't
Becky.
like people like
It's
that.
not
at all.
working. No
You know
one's
what I mean?
buying
It's
it.
a
No one there is buying it.
Yes, it is.
Like, look at everybody. Look at everybody. Look at Boogie's face.
Rich acts this is vindicating him.
She's not buying
It's not
it.
vindicating
Keemstar
him.
probably wants
I
to
mean,
reach through the fucking screen and show
it all still stands, like what she said and shit. She just she didn't
Boogie's
know how
not
to.
buying it. No one's buying it, dude. You've been on too many trips
She
around the
fucked up
fucking
dealing
sun.
with,
You're just a
Lolcow.
narcissist who's insecure, who just wants to, for
Oh, I
whatever
know.
reason, with
I'm loving
no
this shit. I'm
Resignations.
loving it.
I don't know if
I'm
it's the right word.
podcasting
I
right
love the
now.
fact that she was like,
With nothing
I can't
backing
do
you,
the setup
just
because
wanna
I
be
don't
the
have a
queen
USB
just
cable.
because I have to be the queen. And no
Yeah,
one
she's
fucking
still in the
cares.
fucking box of
You're
rocks.
talentless, you're mid-looking, and you're a
Yeah,
self-sabotaging, hateful, lying cunt, and no one
I
likes
mean,
you.
yeah, but they clear
Nobody.
the roads.
I don't
You
even know
can
if
have
your fucking parents
you
like
can
you.
have
They
an
should.
Amazon deliver.
Like her stupidity
Or maybe
would
they're as awful
actually
as you.
harm people.
Narcissists are bred most times, not born.
I
It's the chick
might
that tried to.
I might
This is the
coin
one
that
that
one. Her
she
stupidity
made up
might
lies to
harm
expose
others.
me.
Is there anything else?
Surgeon General warning.
So you don't
Yo.
want to defend the fact that you called me
Yo.
You don't want to back that up. You had the energy to
Man, if she gets
Your
painted, this is
your
what she does when she
stupidity
gets painted
can
into a
like
corner.
affect
say
you.
those things, but you don't have the energy to back them up.
Keep that same
Secondhand
energy, man.
stupidity.
If you don't have the link to the docket, Keem, I'll give it to you.
Hey,
And then
losing
the
fucking
people who
brain
care and
cells,
want to
you
be
mean?
informed can go find it
Secondhand
themselves.
stupidity can cause
I've done-
emphysema.
Clickbait
Wow.
time. Clickbait. The roast. I think this has been a pretty
I don't
fairly
think
solid
it's
roast,
emphysema
Connor.
that'll cause.
Also,
It'll
hi,
cause
I've
maybe
been sober
stroke.
now for over a month. We'll go with over a month.
Massive
I don't
Heart
think
attack.
it's-
No,
That may be
you gotta
too
think
It's definitely
it's melting too. It's brain rot.
My part, I have nothing
It's
left
brain
to
rot.
put here.
That's the outward expansion of the brain rot.
Good. Go away
Brain to
and
maybe
go
the
sell
mouth.
your asshole on OnlyFans again. And never exist.
There you go.
Stay there. No one ever
I like
has to
that
see
idea.
you. You can cry there
Brain
whenever
rot.
you want to. I'm sure guys and weirdos will be jerking off to you when you're crying. And just go the fuck away. Let people who actually could have an audience and retain one have an audience.
Yeah.
You're not capable of doing it. You're too fucked up in the head and
definitely
psychotic.
am happy
So
that I
fuck off
have,
and go into the nether realm of irrelevancy and stay there.
She's not
Bye.
like
See you later.
I have
she's
more
not like a
people
bad
that watch.
person or anything.
Bullshit.
Like
That's right, bitch.
she's not like a bad person. Just like
Bro, people that
Log
go
off.
for clout like
Permanently.
that,
You're not
like,
made for this. You weren't built for this.
I'm not listening to you, Grace.
She's
I
right.
can't-
It's
I
amazing
can't
how a 21-year-old is giving
believe
her
that-
actual
that
solid. I'm
person
serious.
exists.
That's you're not built.
Like, I get,
that's not even. I
like,
will put my
using
hate for you
somebody
aside, which I
as
have a lot.
Clout, right? Like,
It's true. Like if I was a third party looking in right now, you can't handle this. You think that this is the only pressure that you're gonna get?
well,
You're
hold
saying
on.
that-
You
you're
went
saying
through,
that
I'm
they're-
not, oh my
they're-
God,
they're-
I'm not playing a little
because of
violin
their
for myself,
being
but
a
it's true.
victim,
If you went through
you
what
know,
I went
like,
through
that they
in the
shouldn't
past
have an opportunity
24
and stuff,
months,
too.
No, it's a little more complicated than that with Grace.
Tell me.
oh yeah,
Hello?
she needs a Derrick.
I'd like
She
to
would
know.
get it, too.
I want to know.
There's like
Did
the
she be
shit
an
with her
OnlyFans showing her
dad.
Yeah,
tits
no,
while
I've
crying
heard
and
it already.
beating their
Heard
dick.
about that shit already. He's not going to be on her around.
But there's like things that like
Give me your mailing address. Somebody mail you a
I
spoon.
don't- it's not like
may
I,
have
Yeah, come eat shit out of my
brought
fucking
people
ass.
in for her dad stuff. I don't know. It's like
This that?
like woke how it like Kim has made very clear that her father is not allowed to be on stream
Yeah.
or have anything to do with it.
Are
She'll
you
be
I'm
immediately
assuming
fired.
you're
Like
full. She's
Yeah,
22
there's
years
some
old.
like really
the 22-year-old
creepy
is
shit.
giving
Like
the woman
okay,
pushing 40
here's the
life
thing.
advice that's actually accurate.
You're going
Let
on
that sink
lol
in.
how this
I
is
also wasn't
like
made for
the
that.
view.
Yes,
Or
you
bring
are.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
stuck on a
You're
toilet.
not gonna
diarrhea.
have
Exactly,
like
Wait,
but
hold on. I
like,
thought
it's
you
not
did.
even her.
I thought you didn't. Wait.
Wait, let me get
But-
that back.
Could be
She's
wrong.
getting
I mean-
136. I think I missed a banger.
I don't know. No. Just because if it was her father that did stuff,
You
Yeah, I
and
mean,
Grace.
that's one thing. If she did
right,
it,
bitch.
if
I
she
do
was
win.
doing things that
See you
were
later.
actually illegal, completely different story.
Log off.
Well, that's the
Turn
thing.
it
Completely
Like,
You're not
different
making
story.
there's
any more buildings.
I'm not listening to
there's
you,
some stuff
Grace.
and
Not
like
for the
stuff that
basics.
like
Yes,
her
you are.
dad has said and
If we're
everything.
getting
So like
consistent.
it's
Oh, now you got the
there's
Wait, hold on. I
there
thought you
may be
didn't.
something there and stuff like that.
She caught
And
her.
I mean,
She
she's
really
playing
did catch her.
a game
Holy
with
shit. Yeah, Grace, you were
you
good
know,
for this show.
like they're not looking into it and stuff like that, like Kiwi Farms and everything. But I mean, at the end of the day, you know, like
Yo,
Becky, like this isn't
facts,
again.
dude.
I mean,
Look at how all of a sudden.
like I mean, Tina's on there for
She
God's
says
sake.
something that triggers her. Tears. It's like
You
it's
know,
like
what did you expect that it was
changing a
gonna
face in
kind
an
of
RPG
be?
creation character screen. She going from crying to pissed and talking
You
shit.
know, it's
like
just
someone flip the switch or press X on a PlayStation controller. It's
you know,
amazing.
I mean,
it's amazing. If she wasn't a useless pile of flesh, I would say it was a talent.
She tried to make a move.
I thought you didn't. Wait.
Okay,
Come on,
like
go ahead.
cards and table, like
Go ahead.
I think that she saw like, you know, there's 3 spots, there's 4 people. She made a move to be like she's really like, you know,
have no
what she's done and stuff like
You
that.
went
Like
on
you
the
really have
show
to take
and
it
lied
into
about me on this
consideration.
fucking show to
And
get here for
I
like
don't know this bitch from a
2
whole
hours
wall. I don't give a
straight.
fuck about people.
You have no conviction.
No, but
I
Keem was just
literally-
like Keem decided to put it
That's
to
why you
the
can't leave bed any
audience.
day.
Yeah, but I'm
And
your bed.
like she played her hand.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Because you just
Although
exist.
she got like 46% of the vote.
You just go from day
So it
to
wasn't
day
like
to
she
see how you
lost
can
by a lot
exist
or
in that
whatever.
thing.
But she
That's
was
all
like,
you do.
she knew like
It's a pathetic existence.
one was
but you're
gonna
such a
be
piece of
out.
shit
She played
that
her
I'm glad
hand.
you live it.
She went after her. Like you couldn't touch Tina. You couldn't touch Tina.
Yeah, no,
Personally,
Tina's too good. Tina's literally golden
No, I'd rather
child.
support her who may have got
Personally,
That-
I
that's
think that
probably
she should
gonna-
have.
someone that would destroy someone else's life
But the
for
thing
their
is,
own
so
personal
like,
gain,
so
but has no
Lynx is the
talent
one
and
who
brings
should be
nothing
out
to the
because
table. but
she
feels
has
like
no
they're
personality.
entitled
She
to
has
everything.
nothing.
So yes, you go
Oh
away.
no,
Like,
I
he-
like Lynx. Get out of here. I like
man, I
Lynx.
hope you're there next
No
Sunday.
way.
Yeah, I like Lynx. For what I've seen.
But,
Come on,
like,
come on. She's
and
she's
she got
taking.
fired, and
She's,
then like
she's
she almost
Lance
got
State
fired. So
people
all that
are
was
you just
left.
going by the hearsay?
Yeah, but all that was
like
left for
people have
Becky to
gone
go
by the
after
hearsay with
was
me?
Grace.
Yeah, so there you go. Wrong choice.
Is that
No,
what
it
you
wasn't
go-
a wrong
we
choice. She
didn't
can't
go
go after
this.
Tina.
She shouldn't have
But
opened her
you
fucking
go
mouth
after-
then. In my
But
next
what she
case.
no, she had.
Maybe I'll make
But there were 3 spots and four women.
Yeah, and could have had it.
Couldn't go after Lynx.
Could have still had it. There
Couldn't
could
go
have been
after Lynx.
Oh
something.
my
Because
God! That's silly.
She couldn't go after Lynx because everything to play against Lynx
you put
already
out how
got
much
played
I used to
and
pay in
decided not to
fucking
fire.
child
The only
support.
person she could target
And
was
you said, "Oh,
Grace.
could you give that to me? It'd be a fat." I was like, "Yeah, sure." She was
That
like,
was
"Oh,
it.
could you give them
It's
that
the
money?"
only
And that'd
person
be
that
such
she
a
could
fetish for
target.
me.
Tina's
You
untouchable.
just want people to hand you money just to
But
hand you
still,
money.
I'm not. I'm sorry for what I see. For what I see, what I can tell you.
No way you can make money. Good job.
I'm on the
I
side.
understand this. All right, I keep asking the same question.
The other
If
girl,
Grace is a victim,
it doesn't matter.
wouldn't it be?
You could be a victim and a predator, and the time for me to prove that yesterday
done in
was
my mind. He's done.
yesterday.
I
The
think
fact that you
what
didn't
honestly
moderate,
I think
that's
what's
on
shown
you.
is that Becky
No bullshit. You could have given him the
doesn't
stuff now.
have
Show it again now.
she doesn't have
And you're
the
going
nerve
by Kiwi
for
Farms links?
the
Really?
shit.
You want to go by hearsay of links from other people? You could go by me and think I'm fucking
You know
gonna
what
be
I mean?
the next Stalin if you go by that.
Like with like the things going back and forth. Like I think it's just
Go
too,
suck
gonna
an
be
old
too
man's
rough for
dick
her.
for money.
I'm not doing any more unpaid work.
That's some bullshit, Becky. You had 5 minutes of unmoderated.
That's
You had
I
5
think like
minutes.
it's just
You weren't getting paid
it's just gonna be
yesterday
too
She had 5
too
minutes
rough.
straight to make her case, dude.
I don't want to say she was too sensitive because I don't think it's that. I just think like
Bro,
She wasn't getting paid
just-
yesterday.
Like what? Because you did
it
your
was
own
like it
research
was
to
rough.
try to
They were
knock
rough
someone
on her.
off the show because you're a fucking
Yeah, but still, like,
horrible
they could have
human
had.
being. What
they could
is
have done for
what
people.
work? What? Because
That's
you
free
do nothing.
bullshit
You
and
do
bullshit.
absolutely nothing.
Sorry.
Yeah, but
And
she also like
You do less
Becky
than
also
nothing.
needs to kind of be
You
propped
can
up
teach
some,
classes on how to
and
do nothing
nobody's
and
gonna prop
actually
her
have
up.
No,
pay
Like
more.
who doesn't?
that shit.
Yeah,
Like, what is it like?
that's what I'm saying. Like she doesn't. I don't think that she has the stamina to like
No,
do
not
it.
at all.
Like you, that you could
Yeah.
master
Like, I think it
masterclasses
might
on how
actually
to do
even just,
nothing
like,
and survive.
negatively affect
It
her.
is incredible.
easy.
I have no
Absolutely.
idea
100%.
how you do it. It's impressive.
Completely agree.
So.
You really want to kill some of these motherfucking things.
And what would happen,
I won't give you
honestly,
another person.
Black Sheep, what would happen if one of her USBs broke? What would she do?
Do something.
She thought this was
just anything.
No, that's what she said. She couldn't set up the.
Yeah, no, it's just like, bitch, please. Like, I would love to just like.
Where is your mind?
What if whatever you
I'd love to
broke?
just.
What would she
Nah,
do?
fuck that. Actually, you want to know what? I don't help people that
There's
can't lead
someone
themselves to
watching this show
water.
right now that would pay me. I'm
Well,
not
that's
even
kind of my point.
exaggerating, $25,000
I ain't do shit for
to be
people
on a Keemstar
in the first place unless. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I am very
And
like.
she does nothing else.
I'm
team.
actually a little more surprised at
Yeah, she's
myself
speaking facts, Anthony
nowadays.
Smith, 100%
Because like I
crazy.
don't really like
She
do
does.
the
I can
people
see
thing.
it like she.
Really?
Okay, she was
But
doing
like,
whatever.
you
it is
guys
she was doing,
are
trying
like
to ruin
really
somebody.
good. Like, you guys are my people.
And she was
it's
like working
just
like 12 hours a
you-
day.
You
in
guys
Manhattan or
are.
something
You know who I'm
for
talking
Harvard
about.
degree.
Robo.
I want to see that.
You know You know exactly who
No,
I'm
you're
talking
just.
about.
You don't have anything else to do.
So it's just like there's
And I'm not
a
bringing
lot
this
of
up to,
people that like
I brought it up before, but I'm bringing it up now.
get
to
like
you.
treated
You don't have
differently.
You don't have anything else. You have nothing
Might
else
be.
going on.
You can see
what
it.
are you doing?
You can definitely see it.
This is
And I'm
not
not afraid of
corporate
saying that
America,
shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's realistic.
No, I
asking
gotcha.
you to respond to emails before you're officially hired at the fucking
I do like
What
a
is
lot of
going
people.
on
I
in
have a
your
lot
brain?
of friends, but
I'm
there's
so
a lot of people more so.
Not to mention, like
like,
doing
You gotta take a
acquaintance
massive dump. Yeah,
with,
name it
you
back
know what I
and
mean?
flush it.
this is going to lead to people watching her show, which is going to pay her in the long run. It's beneficial long term.
Yep, I don't.
That is true.
Yeah,
can't make
I just
sense
hate
of
that,
it.
like,
unpaid work,
like,
negotiating,
not for nothing though. Like,
cash flow
Rich
issues.
can enjoy it, and by all means, he
We're
should.
not living in the same reality.
But this doesn't like
We are not.
change like anything.
And think about it.
that
There wasn't even the first episode yet.
Say what you gotta say without laughing about it. I want to hear what you said.
It's
Oh,
insane.
I said like
it's insane.
Rich can like enjoy this whole Becky Boop drama,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day,
Like, I
like
could
all the
see-
shit that happened
I know,
recently with
I'm
him, like
ridiculous
this
with the
doesn't
pause, but I have so
vindicate
much
him
to
in
say.
any way,
I could
shape, or
see if,
form.
In what way
Lockout
and with
Queens
what
was
you're
on for
talking
like
about?
2
You gotta
years,
say,
and it was
add
getting
context.
like
I'm
20,000
talking about, like, the
concurrent
stuff,
viewers
like,
a stream,
you
and they were
know,
bringing in like $10,000 a
just
stream,
like the
and then there was like then
the
like
stuff
okay,
that he was getting
look, we need
attacked
to
about
renegotiate
like a
things,
month
it's making
ago
a
or so.
killing. You haven't even
Yeah,
done
but
the
you know
first
what? They're
episode
two
yet.
consenting
Get off
adults.
your high horse, bitch. You couldn't
You
get
know
on
what
a
I
high
mean?
horse. But if there was
She's not a
Personally,
fucking
I-
Get the
child,
fuck off of it.
man. You treat
Not
her
for
with kid
nothing.
gloves and
Cash
like
flow
yeah.
issues,
Listen,
negotiations.
there's more to it than meets the eye.
And then you wonder why
and
you
the girl has
fucking failed at
problems.
everything you do.
You know how many friends
They
of
all
mine?
have problems.
You know what many friends of mine have problems? Exactly
We
what
all
I'm gonna
have
say.
problems.
That's exactly what. That's all. That's. Just like,
It ain't just hoes.
You're
I can tell
talking.
you that
You're
firsthand.
talking to somebody that. Oh my god! I deal with so many people. You know that. You see me. You see how I like deal with so many people. I do like. Well, I try not to go out as much anymore, but I only really do it for work and shit.
Oh, I would do
Or
it.
to hang out
Absolutely.
with, like,
do it. Do it.
like you guys.
Do it.
You know what I mean?
Please,
Like,
I beg you. Don't just
I
say.
would definitely
Ask
like.
for a fact. She doesn't need it.
What she's doing.
I
Show
sure as
up
shit
for
know
the
firsthand. I
holidays.
mentioned this numerous times in the stream.
I
She
did
doesn't
that.
No, I
need a
would-
camera.
Yeah, the other night I went out.
And to me, right now,
The other night.
Bill
Yeah.
or send her a bill.
Listen,
then-
Not worth getting the equipment.
So,
Send her a
so
bill.
like, check this out. Like, I went out to
Yes.
like, a friend's like roasting at a bar.
What's up, Laszlo? How are you, man?
I'm telling you right now, I never had to pay to
Yeah,
go
you
and do
get
it.
thousands of
It's
dollars
like
of
events
equipment. You're
before.
making all these
They're charging $30
You're trying
bucks,
to
so,
make
like,
someone
I
who
can't
may
even,
be a
like, hang
victim
out.
of sexual abuse
Somebody that I've
out
been
to
friends
be the
with since I was
predator,
like 17,
and you're going to
18.
keep a few grand, a couple grand worth of it. We'll go with a couple.
He didn't
worth
put
of
your
equipment.
name at the door to get
No,
in.
Get that shit back. Absolutely get it back.
For the money she
There's
owes
no
me.
comp or anything.
What?
You can't afford the shipping.
Huh.
It's just like.
Well, usually, like, when somebody's having a show, they get, like,
A couple.
Put a few names
probably
at the door.
Honestly.
Bill,
It's okay, I'm not a bar person anyway, so I ended up leaving.
It's so entitled. Yes, somebody in the chat said very entitled.
I'd love to see the computers. I think she's full of shit.
It's okay.
Like a basic, like the $699 computer, the gaming PC. It has USB-C.
Yep.
Not bad.
Wasn't a fast USB-C port, but if it's
what it is.
It is what it is.
Even if it's a USB-C port, that's a USB 2.
I'm having a great night.
For a webcam, especially if it's just 1080p.
No, I gotcha.
I like basic computers.
I'm trying to kill this big object.
Becky's about to start a GoFundMe.
Yes. Another collision. I'm doing kamikaze.
She can keep it. It's perfect.
Kamikaze dives at
Enjoy
this
the
guy.
set, Becky. The Syrian government is. Are you serious?
It's insanely entitled. Can we get Tina here?
Oh my God, we need Tina.
I'll give her a call.
We need Tina.
On here.
No.
We need Tina. We don't
Yeah, I
need
fucking
Tina.
I fucking love Tina. I didn't think I liked her, right? I do.
And then also, I just want to say, if you guys
I don't.
are still having issues getting into the Discord, let us know.
Yo.
You know what it is? It's like she's okay in little doses.
No, after the roasting she did.
Becky
That was so
What,
good.
tonight?
It all went
No,
to
I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Low cow. Come on. I was doing shit. I got something better to
Which
watch
roasting?
that.
She's gonna try to make
The
it
one-
live.
The one from like
you
yesterday or whatever?
absolutely did it. If this doesn't prove it too, to back up my
Was this
claims,
yesterday?
holy shit.
There was Keem on it?
But yes, people.
I think so.
Okay, yeah, that was like yesterday.
The
There's
dictator and loyalists
they
have
did a
fled.
stream snipe, but Keem wasn't on it.
Oh, I don't know what the.
I haven't seen it
You're in
though.
some strange
I've only
fucking
started
Stream
it.
snipes when somebody just watches their stream and then
all over the
stream
world,
live.
not just
And
the
then-
States and not just Syria.
I know Lynx went on Rich's show.
You're not watching Rich at all?
Lynx, you're kind of fucking.
I was going to. There's too many
I
people
wanna
are streaming
know-
at the same time.
I'll DM links on Twitter. I want to know the model of that computer. I don't even know
That's
if
the
I
problem. Everybody's streaming at the same time.
I want to know.
I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it.
So I guess this means
Matter of fact,
RZ the Legend super chatted $19.99. I'm here for good content, not
Yeah.
good people.
Exactly.
Are you making a potato?
Exactly. Oh my fucking god.
yeah,
Oh my God,
look,
am I
man,
doing
I
it?
agree.
You're
People
gonna
want
do it.
entertainment.
I'm doing
This
it.
whole
I'm doing
You're
it!
doing it.
I am!
gives me shit.
Oh boy!
Like,
Oh, come on.
You can
want to
do it.
worry, like,
Come on,
go somewhere
come on.
else. If
Come
you
back
want to
here.
do that, go be a. No, I want to be a therapist. What? You want the morality police? No. Like I said, I'm not going into the reason she's leaving. She's not.
Come on.
I know about this. So maybe I can see. I have a feeling it has a USB-C. There's no computer in 22. No, I can't say no. But even a basic computer. But even if it doesn't have one, which would surprise me. Again, that's another spiel. You could go get the cable back. You don't live. You're not in on a remote island.
It's calling. George's calling. Yo, what's up, Playboy?
The whole thing, like, he's talking about unpaid work. 3 or 4 months of just paying the show expenses before we even seen the first dollar on the show.
Yeah, motherfucker, we're killing your ass.
Resper
You're fucking dead.
$20. Justice for Becky. She deserves a second chance. This routine.
Are they dead yet?
No. Fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Then the shield just went back on. I got like 5 or 6 of their own
got
people on
75
me.
cents for the GoFundMe for the CEO. That's 75 cents too much. And thank you for being a member for over 2 years. Thoughts and prayers to the United Healthcare CEO. I'm here to do it too, Mike. Like, yeah, dude, like USB-C is like just a thing now. It's like 2001 when, you know, it's at the point where the USB at that point was on every computer, even basic ones. Like USB-Cs in that cycle right now, where even like you could just assume that most of your devices that
Yeah,
you
there's
get,
just like
if
so
not
many,
virtually all of them, will
like
have
everybody's
some kind
streaming
of
like all at the
USB-C
same
hole.
time, like back to back,
How
or
many
at the same time,
applications
like
are
back to back,
logged
like days and
We'll
stuff.
see where the
Just, like
future
so
goes.
many of it, so much of it.
Come on, let's see if she got back to me. Did she get back to me? I should have asked that before. God damn it, see, that's what I'm saying. It's sucking it out.
I killed not a single one.
This is an opportunity. You use it to build. You build up your own channel. You build up.
Yeah, well,
I was
times
in,
have changed a little bit.
Yeah.
The LOL Cowboys chat, and I was asking Wings about different people and if they smelled bad.
If they what?
If they smelled bad.
I think.
You smell bad.
Did someone make a video on YouTube?
They did.
Send me a clip or something.
Why would you
build up
do
a
that?
whole other thing to help
That's
get into
funny.
the network.
Why
Like,
would
you're
you
Well, I
gonna
asked
have
if
to
Tina
rock the
smelled
little
bad.
rock in a little bit.
You really
There
asked if his
there is
penis
money.
smelled bad to
And
you.
you're not even having to do the hard part.
Yeah, I did.
You think a Harvard
No.
graduate would have enough sense to know that, huh?
Oh my God.
I hate to say it, I'm starting to fall into the camp of team she's not for a Harvard graduate, or she got like a gold sticker from them for taking
I have
like
my
one
moments.
class.
How's that funny?
You better have that paper ready, Becky. And I want to see that computer.
Yeah, let's see that computer too.
Put that computer on the
floating
screen
head
there
wants to
next
see
week.
that
I want to see
computer.
it. I want to
Here's
see
a
it that
floating
it
middle
doesn't have
finger
a
while you're
USB-C
at it.
port.
That's all I think about Becky. Fuck
I
her.
understand her plight. I understand
Fucking
that she's
bitch.
having money issues right now, and she needs
Brought
something
up,
that's going
like,
to give her more money than
fuck,
she's making
she
currently.
basically-
My heart bleeds for her. But the
Basically
fact is,
did,
doing
like,
what she's doing is
revenge
working
porn.
against that, and her morals are going to make her hungry, right?
Like,
Even
fuck that
if she
bitch.
doesn't make money on the first month, she can live stream. She can do.
Well,
other
then she
things.
bitched like
Make
she didn't
fans
have
into
like
things.
a
Like,
desk
our
and
fans
a
are
chair.
super
He's right.
generous.
It's
He's
like,
100% right.
Throw a couple
do you
Wings
have
has
a
fucking made
like?
me enraged before.
Do you have a kitchen table?
But he's right. Take the
bro,
base
that's-
that
I mean,
you
shit.
get from
Tina's
here
Tina's doing
at
it from her
Harvard
fucking
grad
sofa.
and do your own live streams. Obviously, don't make it about the local
right.
brand because that would be
People
a
give
conflict
away
of
shit
interest,
all
but
the time.
You don't think
Facebook
people will follow you
Marketplace.
over?
Yeah, but the girl can't even do a
taking my own
setup like. Come on,
Because she
bro.
doesn't have a USB cable. Remember?
Yeah, suck.
Those are.
fucking,
You know how hard
that's
those are to
fucking-
get.
That's so. Yeah, it's so
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
hard.
Black sheep.
It's as hard as the dent I made with my fucking dick. And I actually know that was painful.
Get a chair.
It's painful to watch this bitch suffer.
Yeah, when I had my music studio back in the
Like,
day,
I
storage
fucking feel like
garage,
I'd have a better
the
time
fold-out
having a
tables
fucking
from Walmart, they were
aneurysm
fine.
than
Or
dealing
from,
and
Home
listening
Depot.
to this bitch fucking complain
You gotta
about
find
not being able to
for
do
example,
simple
like, she was
as
complaining that
tasks.
she didn't have her cord for the computer. Well,
Wait,
Like,
did she go on
her-
Rich's?
put the
What?
computer in
Did
front
she
of
go
your
to?
door,
Did
then
she
have
go
the
on
way you get
RTU
out to
streams?
your door,
Yeah,
and you
to
go right in and go
like
put
on
the
the
computer
fucking in the fucking chat.
Oh,
Wings
she was in
goes
the.
from, like,
She was
I
in the
believe she
chat.
was in the
I assume he's
chat.
not
IQ
streaming
to
I
any.
think I
He's
thought
not
she was.
like, he
I
just,
thought she was on
when
in the
he's in a bad
chat.
mood, I think he puts the 50 IQ on when he's streaming because he just wants to bang
Everybody's
fonts, and then,
everywhere.
like, then he becomes like a scholar when he's
It is
waiting
Friday.
It's Saturday.
Saturday. It's been a day behind twice in 1
I
week.
have been treated
Oh
like
no,
shit.
what is this?
And I don't like that, bro. I don't like that, dude. I have not been respected.
Well, actually,
like
it's
someone
Sunday.
that's giving her an opportunity.
Was that from
to
the
find
other
equipment.
stream?
I have not been respected. I've been treated like
Yeah.
a
So you're right
But you
now, I'm
keep thinking
I
streaming.
don't like it. I don't like it. I feel so like
It's always
Yeah, never mind. I'm high the
it's
fucking
always
kite,
more,
so don't
more,
mind me.
more, and I don't
I
get
know.
nothing. And if you question her on it, she either screams at you or
'Cause
breaks
it's
down
Friday.
and cries.
What do I need to do?
She's treated you like you need her, not that she needs you. That's
Oh,
in her
this-
mindset. That's how she's acting.
Becky, I don't need you. Come on, bro. Be real.
No, everybody was. Is Rich still streaming?
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
Like
did
right
that
now.
alone to make this work. But she couldn't wait or literally do anything.
this is the thing. Like,
She
it's
owns, I
just.
think she may even have.
It's hard
I'm
to
not
keep
sure
up when
about
everybody's
this.
doing it at the
I
same
could be
time.
wrong. I think
Oh,
she may
really?
own her house outright.
Alright, you just watch a little bit at a time.
But you know,
after
it's
for
too
yourself.
treacherous out there with
Be-
flurries to go get
Be a little
USB-C
adventurous,
cable.
girl. Come on. You're a New Yorker.
Oh man, karma's beautiful.
About this snow is such bullshit. Was she starving? Did she not get food to her house? Was she going hungry? I don't think
She ate it all in the day that it was there.
I'm sure that Rich is smiling ear to ear.
Even DoorDash. She could have DoorDashed it, bro. Like what?
That is true. I didn't realize that. Like DoorDash does like actual other shit too.
What logic is that?
I see a
2 days in
friendship
a row.
brewing here. I like it.
Yep.
Listen, I was on her side, and we were talking all day, every day, talking about the show. But the second that I saw that,
It's so interesting. Like she was just pretending to be friends with her, and yeah, she starts off normal. She was talking about that. You think that she's like nice and grounded, and then once she thinks that like your guard is down, that's when the fangs come out. Or once she thinks you may
Can
be
your
in the way
stream
of
hear what
her
I
getting any
say?
kind of
Yeah, all
clout
the
or
time.
money,
I tell that to
that's when
everybody,
the
bro.
fangs come out. You saw it happen to me.
I thought so.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I thought you knew this. Out of all people. Girl, my
I was trying to
girl.
victim blame Grace. I was done. I was out. I told her I'm not. The problem has
That's
been
not exactly true, Lynx. You said I broke up my parents' marriage. That's not exactly true, but okay.
because you did.
That's like the ultimate victim blaming, but okay.
You definitely need to get
But
a long
I'm not victim
sleeve
blaming in what she did.
green
I
shirt
said
with
you're
your
the cause of
head
your
as polka dots.
Yeah, I guess what I
Like
gathered
big
from
polka
Well, that's
dots.
still kind of victim blaming.
I would
Like,
need
just-
I would need to do
You don't know
I
whole
would need to
details.
do
That's a
that.
hell of a
That'd be
claim to make
so
that you
funny.
broke up someone's parent.
I'd have to,
broke
like-
up a marriage. You know.
the stream is
I'd have
she
to, like,
thinks Grace goes out, meets young women, invites them home, and then
You know
does
what? You
something
need to
bad
get like
them.
a
Like
green,
that's nonsensical
like
to me. I feel like
winter
Also, by
cap
the way,
and
Lynx,
like
you know, she said you
put,
were talking about you were
like,
supposed to be willing
little
to leave
polka
with her.
dots
You
of
were
your head
trying
on
to
it
last
too.
night.
Fangs, claws.
You said you were willing
Just
to
go
quit.
full
She sent
tilt.
me a fucking message and I just leaked it in the chat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most pleasant woman on the planet has entered the chat.
Oh boy, I don't know what I just did. Whoops.
You gotta. I apologize to you, man. You're gonna. There's way too much lore in this stream. I'm been rocking for 5 hours right now for me to give a TDL. TLD, the lowdown.
Earlier, and everyone was laughing at it. How she was mad that I didn't try, like that I.
You were trying to quit actively.
And I
You were
was
like, why are you
trying to
leaving?
replace my spot. Like that's why I got so mad because I was literally ruining my once in a lifetime opportunity to give it to her, and she's gonna say that she can't trust me anymore. Fuck you, bitch. Go fuck someone else. Don't fuck Keemstar. Don't fucking.
She had to politic her way out of again another opportunity. Man, what a shocker!
Any of us with your attitude.
wow.
I put a link in the chat, guys, and I also pinned it to directly that goes to Lolcow Queens. Guys, make sure you get over there, sub if you want to be crazy and become a member over on Lolcow Queens before it even launches. We love you for that, and we'll hook you up in the members Discord. But the link is right there. Get over there, get subbed, become a member. Tina, what are your thoughts on the developments tonight?
I think all you bitches are crazy.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
fucking funny. Tina says.
I
think
don't
all
know.
your
That's
bitches
that's
are
what I heard.
crazy.
According to him, maybe he is. I broke my ass cheeks and exposed my asshole. Congratulations! You actually get the song.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Is Griffin streaming right now? Just curious.
First of all, ain't nobody getting paid till all that fucking merch is paid for. Motherfuckers ain't gonna get computers and shit just to suck donkey dick. Fuck no.
Fucking suck donkey.
All
dick.
that gets paid first, then you make your profit. And I'm like, y'all, I get money. I
It's a
pay
spicy
bills.
Dude,
I have
that's
a
so
channel.
spicy.
I don't understand.
Bro.
How do you have more business sense than
Alex
someone
made
that
a
has
spicy
a Harvard
potato
degree,
thing.
Tina?
Dude, she is so spicy.
What do you?
I love
Doctors
her.
are making well over 300K
it's a
and has their.
spicy.
You imagine a surgeon makes a YouTube video on how to self-operate yourself heart surgery. It saves trouble for doctor and insurance. What the hell are you talking about?
Wonder what weapon I
I'm just not
sold.
sure what you mean. You know, listen, man. I'll get the scalpel.
Habanero.
Rip open my
Forgot.
chest.
It's okay.
From the street, you know, you have to have the street sense.
One anyway.
He knows how to make that money.
You went to the Kid Behind the Camera business school. I ain't paying your ass.
I'm just saying though, the girl wants $1,000 worth of the clothes. Is that gonna make her personality any different?
No.
she's right.
No,
I know she's roasting her, but that's the
no.
truth. You gotta have more. Have a good night, Jeff. I see you, man. Looks don't. How many times you just see the women like on Twitter and shit like that, and like they think like, oh, here I'm good looking. Nah, you gotta have more. In most cases, unless you're the hot, or you gotta say a really catchy way of sucking cock and then do a crypto rug pull.
We want to see personality. We want to see dragging, tagging.
Yeah, I mean,
we
first meeting. At first meeting, Keem definitely did not say like first show we would pay like any clothes.
No.
He says we'll get to it because the show will be start producing money.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay, but Lynx, I don't trust you either. I think you're a snake. And Grace.
That's fair.
Okay,
As long as
Grace.
it's content.
Grace, I picked
Yes,
you
dear.
because everybody likes, they like disgusting shit that you have to offer. Grace.
See here, your woman doesn't trust Lynx either.
What's up, Goof? How are you? Yeah, beauty is $20 deep. Grim Skype. That's facts, man.
That's why
They really
you're here,
do.
isn't it, sweetie?
No, not at all. I'm here because Michael asked me to and Keem did. And because I've been here for 13 years and I know when an opportunity hits you in the face. Unlike
Yeah, listen, I drink weed seltzers that I've never drank. I would have drank them too. Listen, I'm a lolcow. I have a ridiculous hat on right now, and I know Rebecca
think
comes
you
back
have
on.
a
I can't
fucking
wait for it.
ridiculous
Like you people?
I have a ridiculous hat.
you motherfuckers don't know shit.
Yeah, I've done a 180 on Tina, by the way. You put respect on her fucking name.
Exactly.
Tell Boogie to fuck off.
No.
Yeah, fuck off, Boogie.
Fuck you, Tina.
I love you though, Boogie.
I love you too. Put some
I'm
respect
really
on her
proud of
fucking
Tina,
name.
dude. Tina lost 150 pounds.
Guys, I don't know if I
Like
like.
the
Oof.
knee down, but
You've been here all night. Good for you.
Fuck you, chubby cheeks.
I don't know.
I'm
if-
just saying, Keem is the fucking gyro. I call him the pimp of YouTube.
Well, I
He
appreciate
can
that.
he can ruin you, or he can make you. And if he says come on Drama Alert to discuss things, you're fucked. Just go ahead and take your channel down, disappear. Okay? Y'all motherfuckers don't know what you're talking about. Y'all don't know Keem.
hey, I remember when Dylan Taylor was doing that stuff with
Oh my
Grandpa,
God.
that message with Keem was like, fuck.
Yep, Dylan for the wind's gone. He gone. He disappeared
it's
a long time
over.
ago.
Tina, I don't want to leak anything, but I had a call because we're building the Local Live like store because we're gonna have a lot of products
He's
available.
annoying with
And
that
they
shit.
just pitched a whole Tina product line, and I was dying when that launches, bro. Tina, you're gonna be rolling in bread because they've come out with some of the coolest fucking products for you. I cannot wait.
I appreciate it.
It's good stuff.
I appreciate it.
I
That's
can
pretty
picture
cool.
Tina getting like an A&E show, 100%, without question.
But Grace, please stop sucking on shit.
To be
bro,
honest,
please.
I don't think I would go out in public in
Please.
Tina wear.
I have an oral
Tina, don't
fixation.
cut
I
our
can't help it. I'm
audience in half.
nervous.
This lineup looks like it sounds like a customer
so much
service.
sucking as
That
a
is
chewing.
true.
Her
That
daddy
is
isn't
true.
around. She has to do something.
See, we
And
gotta
neither was
start. We
yours,
gotta
Lynx.
start.
That's why you got a nose ring.
We gotta start getting away from that shit right there.
Yeah.
She's more entertaining than just her daddy.
It is a little played out at this point, I feel
Yeah,
like.
y'all are re-victimizing her.
I never brought it up.
Yeah, look, unless you have irrefutable evidence against that, it needs to die in a fire.
I don't
agree.
think
kinda
her
cheap.
like
It's
sucking her
not
dad's
good.
dick is
Maybe
played
else
out
on the
yet.
show fucking had something to say.
I don't
That's just
know.
me.
I never fucking brought it up, not once.
I'm more than you would suck dick with. Don't worry about him. He's over. He's over. Send him back to Amish. I got some dicks you can suck.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Tina's getting over into it.
She just has him like in a dresser drawer right here. There's just a bunch of like dudes and like she just pours a little water on them. They just have an erect cock ready to go.
Yours is up first, Queen.
Not at all.
I do have a question. Tina, do you know who Review Tech USA is?
Oh!
He's guest on your show.
No, but I'll research him. I'll research him.
All right, he's a controversial figure. He likes you. I just seen a clip last night where he was like, I like Tina because he hates Becky. And you went off on Becky. He was like, I like her.
In this moment, I kind of have empathy for Rich because he dodged a bullet. I mean, like, wow, you like if that's how emotional she gets over this.
over a USB cable.
Imagine relationship, Becky. That's gotta be wild.
Boogie, shut the fuck up. You're a crybaby bitch too, just like her.
It's gonna be fun next week.
I don't think Becky will ever live down that USB cable.
I was just defending you. Go fuck yourself, you one-legged
Yeah,
bitch.
whatever. Go fuck yourself
I can't
and
do
the
it.
mirrors, bitch.
I will, and I get off on it because I'm
Alright,
fucking
good.
hot, bitch.
That's gonna be
Hot.
full of mirrors.
I don't know, because I can see Desi's ass from every angle then.
No, you can see your little.
Actually,
What is going on?
so in the Lolcow
about to
voice
say,
chat,
I'm
Becky
good.
came in.
Yeah, I dodged
She
it,
agreed
dude.
to
Yeah,
do
no shit.
punishment.
It ain't little, Tina.
Hey, little Tina. Thank you.
Hey.
Keemstar, you said you would never talk to Becky again, then you talked to her. I'm just wondering why. You feel bad?
Oh, here we go. Y'all motherfuckers don't have the right to ask Keemstar fucking shit.
I'm asking a question. I'm just asking a question. Did he feel bad for her? Like, what was it? What was the
Why
deal?
did you have to do that?
No, this Grace, this is what.
I do
that was the
find
thing,
like
though, is,
her
like,
fucking
I said this
simping for
very early
Keemstar
on
kind
in
of
the stream.
annoying.
It's probably gonna end it
Yeah,
here
her
because
simping for
I'm losing my
Keemstar
fucking
is
voice.
absolutely
And
annoying.
we'll watch
I
tomorrow.
will
We'll
say
talk
that.
about what we're doing for the
Like,
members only
I'm
streams and
glad
stuff like that. We'll talk
he's
about a new
helping
name for the
put
show.
like people on the
forgot what the
map
fuck
all
I was
over the
saying, 'cause I'm
place.
so exhausted.
You know, for
But like
whatever
Tina
reason,
being like
that's too
also
much.
now
Bro,
like,
that
we
I
were
can
dating
I
on
can
and off
I can
for
see
some
her
shit
nose
since,
from
like,
here turning
2009.
brown, and the screen
Lost.
is not large.
I said I saw your profile on POF. It sent
yeah,
you.
like Tina
never
needs
got
to
back
like
And if you want some ammo, she can,
she
their nose is turning the same shade I
maybe
am.
she was, or maybe she wasn't, because she's a
seriously,
lying
like
piece of
she
shit.
needs to stop like a freaking white knighting
She
for
was like one of the most
Keemstar. It's
popular
really annoying.
profiles on POF. This is like back when you were going on a desktop computer to go on a dating app, and I'm like, okay, like congratulations. Like I don't even know how that. Maybe there was something they could tell you how much traffic you had to your fucking channel. I wanted to see if Lynx got back to me with the. I'm interested to know the model of that computer. So, anyway. Yeah, we'll watch the other one where Becky's back on and probably crying again tomorrow. And again, like I said, we'll talk about the stuff we planned, or we're going to plan. What's up, Rich Neverland? She obviously was clout chasing from this. Thank you for being a member for almost a year and a half, too. Thank you, Matt. Her taking this out must give you a high. No beach can give you yes. One perk's never enough.
Do you think Tina's sofa was at one time white?
All right, so I'm going to go before I don't have a voice tomorrow. And I won't be able to stream. And I will,
So looking at like the mic, the arm of the mic,
prepare for part 2
compared to the sofa.
Oh boy.
Have a good evening. Oh yeah, dude.
You're right.
I don't think she's not capable of having a relationship that's like long term. She will. Man, I would love. She had a fiance in Korea. Oh, I'd love to talk.
Well, neither is Brett.
Because it's always everyone else who has a problem, not her. All right, I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I really lose my voice and talk for 2 hours, and then that would suck. Have a good evening. You guys are awesome. Support is awesome. Good to see you. I'll still say tomorrow.
All right, I'm gonna get going. I'll talk to you later.
Barry and all.
Bye.
Bye.
Today, we play an...
Boom!
So, does everyone know what day today is? Ah, yes. While I understand and respect that it is a solemn day of remembrance for the United States, I also want to explain that while you Americans think that Pearl Harbor is the worst thing that's ever happened in history, you lost around 2,400 people. Meanwhile, during the London Blitz, we lost over 40,000 civilians. Yeah, but they weren't American, and it wasn't all in like one day, so yeah.
Hey, don't get all uppity over there. It's not our fault that Kurt Kielbasa decided to eat a 9mm and share his thoughts with the walls before he could experience the fucking sun. Now back to what's important.
While I love the German Kurt Cobain joke, Buff, I think Kielbasa is Polish. While it is primarily associated with the Polish, which is also where it originated, there are varying different versions. German, Hungary, it's just Eastern European. So I would let Grandpa Buff have that one.
Ha! Ah, the little computer that could. He's always got my back. All right, now get back to this story. It's one of my favorites.
Now, a lot of people think that the whole beef between me and Japan started December 7th, 1941. Now, while that is when I did set the precedence that you do not touch my fucking boats, it started long before that. So I first need to take you back to the turn of the century.
Who are you? And where do you get these giant metal ship from?
We built them. It's called the Industrial Age. Coal and oil and all sorts of different things. You know what kind of things you can do in this world when you have the right amount of resources? You guys are still in paper huts? It's fucking wild, bro.
Maybe it is about time that I experience industry and start exploring the world. Don't do it. Just make anime and sushi. The Americans love the anime.
We fucking do. Anyways, so years ago, we showed up, had big ass ships. They were still using like bamboo boats and shit. And they were like, well, we want some of that. That's when Japan started experiencing their industrial revolution. And we're like, okay, let's kind of chill out now, man. You're getting really built really fast.
I like being a world power, but it is very, very hard to find the resources to make this stuff. How do you do it?
Well, if I'm going to be transparent, we first try and set up good trade deals with people. And by good, I mean they're good for us and not so good for them. Like, we take a lot of the stuff that we have excess of and give it to them because it doesn't matter. And then we get the shit that we need. And if they say no, we usually just kind of invade them for security purposes.
You got it. Manchuria, here I come.
Yeah, so pretty much that's where me and Japan started having a beef. You see, because they were taking a whole bunch of resources, and I still needed a whole bunch of resources, but unfortunately right now, during this time in history, in 1931, when they invaded Manchuria, which is a province in northern China that had a shit ton of resources, I was also kind of dealing with, like, the Dust Bowl and the Great Depression and all sorts of bad shit, so I just kind of turned a blind eye. What's with the history lesson? I thought we were talking about what happened at Pearl Harbor, and this is a day of remembrance. It is, but I'm also using this opportunity to speak about history and show people exactly how many parallels there are with what happened then and now.
Look, America, I have taken Manchuria, and I now control all of these resources.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean it like that, man. That's not gonna fly, homie. I do not recognize your regime over there. You should pull back, relax, and gradually build up. You know, I applaud you.
I am taking what is rightfully mine for the Empire of Japan, and there is nothing you can do. My God, I wish I could warn this stupid fuck.
So at this point, the Empire of Japan just kept, like, exponentially expanding. I was trying to play it nice, so I do the first thing that I always do, which is sanctions. So I sanctioned Japan around 1940, and I put an embargo on oil because I was just trying to slow them down a little bit. Just pump your brakes.
Hey, you must get rid of these sanctions and stop helping the Chinese and allow me to have access to the Dutch East Indies.
I had forgotten about all of this. Does your playbook ever change? Sanctions and helping one side and trying to maintain order through background bullshit.
That's how Dad did it. That's how we do it. And it's worked out pretty good so far. I try to be nice. I try to de-escalate. Motherfuckers don't want to listen.
Oh yeah, I absolutely agree. We should totally flip the script. Let's just do a preemptive strike. Who the fuck wants some?
Now wouldn't that be odd? It's not your style, America. You never jump in first. You always wait for everybody else to waste their resources and jump in at the last possible second so that way you can wave your flag and feel like you're triumphant in every way.
Things don't end when we join their beans on toast. Things end because we joined.
So long story short, I told Japan, no. I was like, I'm not lifting the sanctions. You're not getting access to this stuff. You need to chill the fuck out. And they were still doing atrocious things. Like the Japanese, they gave Canada a real run for their money.
I wonder what percentage of a human is water. We shall investigate.
Yeah, that's how we know how much of the human is water. The Japanese weighed them before and then turned them into people jerky and weighed them after.
You know, I heard about a habit with America's shit.
Disengage from landing pad. Maintain correct lane on exit.
Relive this all over again.
For weeks, there were sailors banging against the insides of capsized vessels that they couldn't escape from slowly.
Landing gear retracted. Cargo skiff retracted.
Anyways, back to the story. So by this time, Japan had started to plan to attack Pearl Harbor and Hawaii.
You know, I could control all of the Pacific. If I just took out the American ships in Pearl Harbor, they would have no time, no capability to attack me anywhere in the Pacific.
You have left the no-fire zone.
Touch
Traffic
the
operations.
fucking
Signing off.
boats!
What's crazy is, January of 1941, the U.S. ambassador in Japan found out that they were planning this and wired Washington.
I'll be right back, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm gonna grab some snacks on to eat or snack on. Give me 1 minute, everyone.
Rejected by the president. And right after that, they set sail for Pearl Harbor.
They don't want to listen. I will make them listen.
Before anyone comes at me all kind of crazy saying like, oh, you're trying to make it out like the U.S. was the bad guy here. No, I'm telling you the facts and how it went down. But if you look at the way things happened in World War II, the Empire of Japan was equally bad, if not worse, than Nazi Germany. And that's saying something. Oh my God. Just read up on Nanking. That should give you everything you need to know.
We are clear. Launch the attack. Fuck. God damn it.
So everyone in the U.S. at this time is thoroughly convinced that the imminent attack from Japan is going to take place in Asia. It's not going to take place in the Pacific. So we really had our pants down. Shoots, brother. Sorry, my pigeon, that's about all that I know. My bad, if you're from Hawaii. It's a great Sunday, December 7th, 1941. Christmas is coming up. Everything's good. What's that out there? It's just some B-17s coming in from the mainland. Now, while that word didn't officially come from the United States, it actually came from one of their superiors. 2 soldiers did detect the Japanese aircraft inbound. They detected them at 7:02, and the Japanese started hitting Pearl Harbor at around 7:55. And the significance of that was the primary anti-aircraft gun used by the United States military during this time was the M1 3-inch anti-aircraft gun. And aside from being
Be right
really
back, everybody.
shit, because it took 55 minutes to set.
And with it. I don't like that. Yeah, I'm oh, man. No. Might be a devil. Oh. That's fucking good. Holy shit.
Set up had what 3 rounds per minute and had a ceiling of like a mile. But that 55 minutes would have saved a lot of lives had those soldiers known that those were Japanese aircraft inbound and not thinking that they were B-17s.
Whoa, 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 what the fuck? We are under attack. It is happening right now. Do not forget their carriers. What do you mean there are no carriers there?
When all was said and done, after 2 hours and 20 minutes during the attack, around 2,400 people had lost their lives. Around another 1,200 were wounded. There was 18 ships and around 300 aircraft that were either destroyed or damaged.
Let me guess. You want me to say the quote?
Which one? You're talking about the sleeping giant quote that a lot of people... Well, see, that's the thing. It's not a real quote. It's actually from the movie Tora 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 in the 1970s. Now, the writer for that movie did say that he saw that quote in Admiral Yamamoto's diary and also in a letter that he had written to the Admiralty in the Empire of Japan. However, neither the diary or that letter has ever been seen by anyone American or Japanese. So it's a cool quote, but it's not a real thing. Now, it is known for a fact that Admiral Yamamoto did not necessarily approve of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Matter of fact, and this has been corroborated, many of his crew stated that he was kind of quiet and to himself after the attack on Pearl Harbor and wasn't very proud of the work that they had done there.
I knew that. I just didn't know that you knew that. Okay. How do you feel about that, America?
Wow. This is only the second time in history that someone's ever touched my boats, and I gotta admit, there's something deep down inside me that really doesn't like that. Like you know that little voice inside you that tells you, hey, let bygones be bygones, do a measured response, be proportional. That's gone out the window. I want to scorch your entire country. I want to firebomb your main cities. I want to use experimental weaponry on your people so that I can study it for years to come. Oh man, I want to pour my Marines onto various islands where they're going to mow down your people with fully automatic weaponry. Oh, this stings. Not a fan. I'm going to fuck you up.
We would like to see you try. Don't fucking say that! I'm about to go back in time and choke myself.
Okay, well, let's see what some people are doing with the game. I'll look at some popular clips and everything, and we'll see what people's experience has been. The past clips of the past 24 hours. Okay, let's find out how things went.
Yeah, let's go.
Cannot comply.
Epic boss. Ooh, I think we saw this. Yeah, we did. Hi. So this is, I'm assuming, what got nerfed?
Stand still, dude. You heard me. That was genuinely one shot. I didn't. The hammer. The boss is already dead.
Yep. So that got nerfed. This build would work.
Bench header actually feels so good.
See?
Can't do this.
Oh, hey, I guess we're continuing as F4. Oh, hey, I guess we're continuing as F4.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the lightning got me. They rarity.
But we just got insta-killed. Jesus. Those bugs are cocksuckered. Yeah, I know. Wow. Hey, look dead away? Yeah, I guess so. Holy fucking shit. You're listening at chat? Classic? Well, that's just what happens, right? Let's see if I can find the rest of this. Okay, so next. Where the fuck are we? Current skills. Let's see how other people are playing the game.
В лесу родилась елочка, в лесу она росла. Зимой, летом стройная, Feliz Navidad. Hey there, people. Hey there, people. It is your boy Roman, your very difficult Russian, and welcome back to my channel. Here I am in my apartment trying to bring a bit of a festive vibe to the channel. Hope you guys appreciate it. We're coming up to the end of 2024, and it's actually crazy to realize that soon, in March of 2025, it's gonna be exactly 3 years since I left Russia. If you follow my channel, you might remember that for 24 years of my life, I lived in my home country of Russia, and pretty shortly after the start of the war with Ukraine, I left in March of 2022, and I lived in the country of Georgia for 2 years. Now I live in Portugal. But looking back at it all, it's actually insane to think about the fact that it's been 3 years since I left Russia, and honestly, I'd say being outside of Russia made me able to think about the things that happened to me in Russia and my life in Russia differently. Because now I can look at the things that are happening in Russia kind of from the outside. And even though I do know what is going on in the country, I do know what's being banned and so on, not only because it's my job to cover it on this channel, but also just because I'm really interested in what is happening to my country, it's very different when you're reading about something, you know, kind of a new ridiculous law that's being passed, or something new that's been banned in Russia and going like, oh my god, that is crazy. That is different to actually being in Russia and actually having to deal with this new law and abide by it, or, you know, risk jail, or actually experiencing, you know, the ban on social media or whatever. And so having been outside of Russia for 3 years now, I feel like right now I have a better understanding of what I was really running away from when I was leaving Russia, you know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say the obvious stuff like free speech or political persecution, right? I tried to look deeper into why I really left Russia, and in this video I'd like to kind of reminisce about it and tell you guys why I really left Russia and what is the real reason why I left Russia. And the first reason is something that has deeply affected my life for a long time now. It is paranoia. And here's the thing, guys. I mean, you do know what I do on this channel, right? I talk about Russia, I talk about current events. I don't really like what Russia is doing. I do not like where Russia is going as a country. I wish Russia was a more open, free, and friendly country, right? That's my dream. But however, some of you guys may know that Russia is not exactly the country with the most free speech in the world. And in Russia, you can go to jail pretty easily for things that you would never go to jail for in like a Western country, like criticizing the president and so on, right? Or the infamous law about discrediting the armed forces of Russia that people get jailed for up to, you know, 15 years in prison. And the thing is, Russia has already kind of had this kind of oppressive aura and atmosphere in the society even before the start of the Ukraine war, like around since 2019, I would say, 2020, 2021, when they introduced the foreign agent law, they introduced a ton of new regulations and laws and bans. They started cracking down on YouTubers, and some YouTubers were jailed. Some famous YouTubers almost got jailed and went through like insane court cases where they were accused of being terrorists or whatever. Things were already pretty rough, right? And you gotta understand that I existed in that reality where people who have oppositional views, who talk about, you know, what's going on, they do face certain consequences and certain repercussions. And I existed in that environment, and I would try to watch what I say. I would try to self-censor myself, obviously, but still, even with the self-censorship and everything, I would still be kind of scared and low-key paranoid, right? About what I do and about the kind of content that I make. And, you know, I would be kind of paranoid that, you know, KGB is essentially going to knock on my door and, you know, take me right to the gulag for the terrible things I've said. And of course, I would like to avoid that. So, and even though some people in my life and myself would try to calm myself down and be kind of like, come on, dude, calm down, nobody cares. Also, you don't say anything outrageous on your channel, like you're just a normal guy, right? Nothing's gonna happen to you. But at the same time, right, not only did several people in real life, when they looked at what I do on my channel, have said, dude, aren't you, like, scared? But also, every time that I would upload a video on this YouTube channel, even if it was something that I thought was a tame video, or a video where like I self-censored myself a lot or whatever, to avoid repercussions, there would be comments, tons of comments underneath the video from, you know, all sorts of foreigners basically saying, Roman, watch out, now after this video, they surely are coming for you. Roman, this video is crazy, it's over for you, like, they're gonna find you dead after a suicide with 3 gunshots in the back of your head, you know, that type of shit. You know, Roman, watch out for open windows and balconies, and don't drink tea when you're offered, you know, that type of shit. And it's really funny for Westerners and foreigners, I get it, like to make gulag jokes or whatever, but when you really are kind of living in that gulag atmosphere, and that stuff really does happen, not as a ridiculous of a way that, you know, Westerners describe it in the comments, that actually still kind of feeds your paranoia, and you're like, shit, I thought this video was okay, and now I have all these comments saying that I'm gonna get killed for it.
Shields offline. Silent running. Self-signature restored. Cannot comply.
I'm not gonna lie, those few weeks kind of felt like pretty scary because I did speak out against the war in my videos, and it was just a terrifying time to be there. So as soon as I've kind of left there, you know, the further I am from Russia, that feeling of paranoia kind of, you know, just disappears, because now you know that, you know, you're essentially just physically, geographically very, very far away. And like, I do think that I'm just a YouTuber once again, and like nobody cares about me. I'm just a chill guy, right? But still, even, you know, thinking that and convincing myself that, you know, I would still rather be here in Portugal or, you know, in any other country that is not Russia as opposed to Russia right now. Especially with the current atmosphere there and the current laws that I have even gotten worse since 2022, right? So it's ridiculous. That paranoia is definitely something that I like not having, and something that I do not miss. And it's definitely something that makes your life a tad bit easier. You know, it is different compared to being actually in Russia and having to live under those new laws, under that new reality, right? Under that new set of rules, the new norm in a society, right? And that new norm constantly changes, especially right now, because Russia is, you know, essentially accelerationist as hell. Things are changing very rapidly, very fast. What was okay 3 years ago is not okay today. This is, for example, why that naked body that was thrown by a bunch of Russian influencers became such an infamous event and got, you know, so much hate from the government is because, again, Russia is like a base traditional country now and that stuff is not allowed. But it was allowed and normal like 4 years ago. Nobody would care about this 4 years ago, okay? Here's another reason that I think why I prefer to be outside of Russia right now is because life in Russia, it's almost like being a boiling frog. You know what I mean? You know that metaphor? Essentially, you know, you're being boiled slowly, you're being cooked. You're getting cooked slowly but surely, and you don't even realize it until you're cooked. You're living in a society where things are constantly getting worse and worse, and it's just happening little by little, little by little, little by little, and it seems like life hasn't changed after, you know, these new changes are implemented, but little by little over the years, especially when this little by little happens constantly, right? You look back and you're in a completely different country. That is exactly what is, for example, I think happened in my early adulthood or my teenage years. I am an early adult right now, I guess you could say. I don't know. I'm 26, about to be 27. Is that middle-aged? I really hope not. Okay? Young adult, right? That's what I am, I guess. Anyway, for example, I would say before like 2013, 2012, or even before 2014, I'd say the Russian internet was like super free. There was no moderation or anything. The government didn't care about the internet. Like, I don't think we really heard of any cases of anybody getting a criminal case against them for something they posted on the internet. Like, that would be something outrageous to consider back in like 2011, 2012, right? I mean, no, that probably already happened, but if it did happen, it happened very, very rarely, okay? And then slowly but surely, essentially pretty much after Vladimir Putin came into power again, and especially after Crimea was annexed and, you know, Russia changed its rhetoric, it started becoming way, way more restrictive online. And even though Vladimir Putin would say that, you know... online and stuff will be monitored and so on. Then they introduced the LGBT propaganda ban for people under 18 or whatever, for kids. Now it's fully banned. They introduced a law that like bans insults and people in power, literally, and so on and so on and so on. Little by little, brick by brick, right? Over a couple of years, basically from like 2014 until 2020, what happened is that suddenly the entirety of the Russian internet became super like watched over. Everybody, you know, just started becoming afraid of saying anything. People started becoming afraid of, you know, commenting stuff or liking stuff a lot of the times, and now there is way more self-censorship, you know, and overall, not just online, but the entire, you know, sort of set of rules of life in Russia, you know, what can be said and what can't be said. The cultural landscape of what is allowed and is not allowed has changed completely from 2015 to 2020. Just 5 years, little by little. But you look back, it's a completely different country. And the thing is, right, when you live in Russia, when you're experiencing this stuff day by day, once again, you live in your life day by day, you don't really see it, or you almost do not want to see it. You almost want to ignore it because you know things are going the wrong way. And I've known, you know, ever since I was a teenager in 2015 when I started, you know, seeing these laws, I knew that things are going the wrong way and it's gonna get worse. But it's like, all right, you know, they banned this new thing now, but you know, this is bad, but you know, it's not that bad, I guess, you know, whatever. It could be worse, and but it can get worse now, right? I mean, we're truly at the bottom here, right? We really have, it is over, right? We cannot go lower, right? Spoiler alerts, yes, you can. You can always go lower. You can always ban more stuff. You can always get more restrictive, and they are. But again, when you live in that reality, you're basically coping, right? You're trying to cope with it. You're like, okay, it's not over yet. Come on, guys, stop complaining. It's not that bad. Yes, they banned this or that thing, but look, life is still, you know, the same. We can still go outside and go to bars or whatever, into restaurants, you know, life is the same as it used to be. But again, you look back 3, 4, 5 years and you're like, what the fuck happened? Holy shit. They took away all of my rights, right? That's essentially what happens when you live in Russia. And that is exactly why I think this analogy of the boiling frog is, you know, the perfect fit here. Because when you live in Russia, you are a boiling frog. Your rights are being taken away bit by bit, brick by brick. And sooner or later, before you realize it, it is over. So I'm just kind of glad that I broke that chain And you know, even if my life is getting worse right now, like let's say even if this immigration was a mistake and I go out sad, okay? It's like, at least it's gonna be my own fault, okay? Mostly, right? I mean, there's still things that are beneath our control, you know, out of our control. But what I'm saying, right, is that if I fail and if I fuck up, it's gonna be my own fault. It's not gonna be my government taking away my rights gradually over the course of like 5 years. You know what I mean? And also one thing that I noticed with a lot of Russians today is that a lot of Russians today, and this, you know, happens with people I know, people that I talk to, a lot of Russians these days, they do realize that the country is, you know, going in the wrong way in a lot of ways. They would like to change it. They would like it if it was different, right? But you know, these people, they don't want to leave, or they can't leave for a plethora of reasons, right? And these people essentially, they live in Russia, and even though they feel what is happening is not right, and there is a lot of stuff that they're, you know, mad about, and there's a lot
Play
of
with my
stuff that,
cat.
you know,
Sorry,
concerns
everybody.
them, obviously. And again, if you ask these people honestly to look back 5 years and say it's better now, I don't think they would say that. But on a day-to-day basis, even when you have conversations with a lot of people who are still in Russia, it's almost like they're constantly trying to kind of like convince you that they're having a great time. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, look, we got shit too. You know what I mean? Hey, we got restaurants and stuff. You know, we got supermarkets. We got Coca-Cola actually as well. Check it out. 20 different flavors from China, Thailand, all sorts of different countries. Do you have that in Europe? You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm glad you guys are having fun. It's just like, why are you constantly trying to prove to me that you're having a good time? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I just don't want to end up like that, okay? I don't want to have to end up coping that I'm not happy with where my country is going. And that is why I'm just extremely, extremely grateful for the fact that I have this YouTube channel, that you guys watch me, and that, I don't know, trying to make a life for myself out of all of this. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. What can I say? These are the things that I've been thinking a bunch about lately. And these, in my opinion, are the reasons why I ultimately left Russia. Or at least, of course, there were other reasons, I guess. But these kind of feel like things that just on a personal level resonate with me. And these are things that matter to me. So, yeah, I guess that's going to be pretty much it for today's video, guys. Once again, hope all of you guys have a great year. I don't know if this is a end of 2024 video. Maybe it is. Who knows? Nevertheless, have a good one. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel and supporting me all this time through all the fucking bullshit. And if you guys would like to once again support me additionally, that is financially, of course, then you can guys go over to the link down description and become a YouTube member. It is basically like YouTube's own version of Patreon. It's the best way to support me. It's like a monthly donation. Or also, if you guys would like to support me with a one-time donation, you can use a super thanks, do a super thanks underneath this video. And yeah, guys, that's gonna be pretty much it. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bro, what are you doing? Where are you? Where are you?
Hello, my friends.
Where are you?
Welcome back. It's Wednesday, the middle of
Where
the
are
week.
you?
Happy Wednesday to you. I want to
Mick.
say this disclaimer before we
Mick.
begin. I'm going to cover 4
Where are
main
you?
topics for
Show
main
yourself.
geographical parts of the world in this video, and I have divided the video and all of the information for a purpose, to organize it and to save your
Hold
time.
on.
We're going to talk about the United States, Ukraine, Syria.
Unless you live under a rock or some random hillbilly outpost in the middle of nowhere, you might have noticed that America has a bit of a traffic problem. And look, America was founded on personal liberty and freedom. That freedom includes personal autonomy and the individual liberties to move to where you want to move to, however you see fit. Affordable, accessible public transport? No thank you. I'd rather sit in gridlock traffic in my Ford F-250. It's my God-given right. And I think it just aligns a little bit better with our country's core value systems. And hey, listen, those hours aren't wasted. You can listen to Joe Rogan blab on about ice baths or bears or whatever he's talking about this week. But what if there was another way to navigate the ever-increasing urban jungle where more and more people are living. What if I told you there was one solution that could actually make your commute better and improve the lives of everyone else around you too? I know, that's a bit of a bridge too far for Americans to actually think about the collective benefit, but hear me out, okay? Motorcycling already offers a multitude of benefits to both the rider and society. It provides thrill and excitement. It even teaches you personal responsibility and, in my opinion, is an antidote to the digital ennui we are all currently feeling. But I also think motorcycles could alleviate large-scale transportation issues we face in this country. Beyond shaving time off of your commute, more motorcycles on the road means fewer cars on the road, which means less traffic congestion, less wear and tear on our roads, and more fuel efficiency too. Never thought you'd make those bleeding heart liberals happy with your motorcycle, did ya? Well, a Honda Grom gets upwards of 100 miles to the gallon. Tell that to your Prius. So let's talk about how motorcycling could be the solution to traffic problems in America. Being stuck in traffic sucks. Nobody wants to be stuck in traffic. The average American spends nearly 28 minutes commuting one way to their job every day, and that's just one way. That means that in an average day, the American is losing 1 hour a day to transportation. But many metropolitan areas have way worse transit times than that. Think of places like LA or Atlanta, or even Dallas, Fort Worth. Sometimes these poor four-wheeled commuters are losing an hour one way just to get to work. And the problem only gets worse as living in the cities are more and more expensive and more and more people are moving away from the cities, increasing their commute time. And I'm a big advocate that time is the most valuable commodity that you have. Better than money, it's better than health, it's better than wealth. It is truly the #1 commodity. It's one of the few things you can never get any more of, and you have no idea how much more of it you have left. Not only do long commutes mean less time for yourself, but it's less time for your family, less time you can invest in yourself, less time that you can do productive things for society or anything else you want to do. It is a large-scale economic burden. And when you're driving a car, you have to pilot it. You can't just sit there and let it drive you to your destination. And I'm not even going to get into self-driving cars. That's just techno bros ways of trying to fix the world's problems with solutions that are absolutely not correct. Basically, just build more trains. Trains are definitely the solution, but we're talking motorcycling today. Now, big cars, trucks, and SUVs also create incredible wear and tear on our infrastructure, particularly big crossovers and SUVs that are getting heavier and crazier every single year. Roads that are in poor conditions increase commute times, lead to more accidents, and just make it harder to get your destination. They create more costs for all commuters and taxpayers. And when all these roads are being repaired, they create more congestion and more time wasted, and the whole cycle continues. And let's not even talk about the fact that cars are getting crazy expensive nowadays, with the average price of a commuter vehicle new in the United States hovering above $40,000. So you have maintenance costs, road costs, toll costs a lot of times because they privatize highways that you need to take in order to get to where you're trying to go, unless you want to spend even more time getting there. And this just creates a crazy feedback loop. So I did joke earlier about bleeding heart liberals and environmentalists, but let's talk a little bit more about emissions as well, because cars are one of the worst offenders. Cars, particularly when they're stuck in gridlocked stop and go traffic, create a ton of emissions and are generally one of the most inefficient ways of moving people where they need to go. Any internal combustion engine is going to create emissions, but one that's just sitting there idling when it could be carrying 4 passengers and it's just carrying 1 person is really a net loss to society. And of course, pound for pound, motorcycles produce fewer emissions than cars. And as I said, it's kind of ridiculous that in terms of personal transportation, we're taking vehicles that can take up to 8 people and you're just sitting there by yourself on your daily commute. Private car ownership and using a car to commute to and from work is objectively kind of a stupid way of allocating resources and organizing our transportation. There's a reason that America is pretty much the only place that does this. Everyone else has figured out better ways to do this. So let's talk about how motorcycles could help alleviate this in our existing system. In the most basic sense, motorcycles simply take up less space. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that diagram of transit and traffic where on the one end there's all these cars and it shows how gridlocked and congested it is, and then it shows how if you just put like 2 buses in that same space, you would alleviate all of the traffic. Motorcycling is a very similar thing. Imagine all the less space you could take up if more people were riding bikes. If even 10% of commuters used motorcycles instead of cars, we would dramatically reduce our traffic. The small footprint of motorcycles would also create less wear and tear on roads. Perhaps we could even create some sort of government incentive to ride two-wheeled vehicles because we're actually reducing the cost that's going to be bared by society. Perhaps we could create some sort of government incentive where people get paid to ride motorcycles because we're actually contributing less to emissions and wear and tear, and we're actually not causing so many costs for all other taxpayers. It's a big reason I advocate for lower tolls for motorcycles, because we simply do not put the same wear and tear on the tollway. Whether or not you wheelie on the toll booth is up to you, but I'm just saying it's a pretty good strategy. And that's not even to mention lane filtering, which is a tried and proven and scientifically and data-backed system that helps alleviate traffic congestion in many major metro areas. Even though Americans seem to think that motorcycles are cheating by getting ahead in the line, we're actually improving traffic flow for everybody. And since we're risking life and limb and we're probably a little uncomfortable riding, you can certainly let us get into the front of the line. Right, Karen? Most European countries permit filtering. In places like Australia, it's legal as well. In lots of Southeast Asian places, it's not even a question. It's like, of course, the bikes can go up to the front of the lane because that's the most efficient way to get things done. In Brazil, there's actually designated lanes now that are bike-only traffic on certain highways. That's pretty interesting. California was the first state to legalize lane filtering, but there's been many other states now that permit both filtering and splitting. Utah, Minnesota, and Colorado have all legalized lane filtering or splitting to some degree. However, some states, like my great state of Texas, has decided to outlaw lane filtering or splitting outright, which is objectively kind of a stupid thing to do.
Triumph calls this color Cosmic Yellow on the Street Triple 765 RS, and I'd like to think it's cosmic because when you find out that you've won this motorcycle on Yaminu Baku, you're going to ascend to the heavens and be in a heaven-like cosmic state of existence as this thing wheels itself into your driveway because you won it on Yaminu Baku. Become a member on the website. Get your chances locked and loaded. You'll join our Discord, get access to the newsletter. If that doesn't sound appealing, pick up a hat, a t-shirt, a hoodie. We sell all kinds of great stuff on the website. Every dollar you spend will not only support the show, but will also get you entered to win, subject to an amazing multiplier. Get entered to win this bike. Don't sleep on it.
Motorcycles also take up dramatically less space when parked. If you think about all the area we use in downtown and suburban areas to literally just park cars that spend 90% of their time not doing anything, it's actually kind of crazy. Think about how much land we could get back. We could create mixed-use developments. We could create more housing. We could do anything with all the land that's being taken up by parking lots. Many cities have dedicated motorcycle parking that's very close to buildings and in cordoned-off areas to try to incentivize people to use bikes to commute. Most famously, the LAX airport actually has motorcycle parking right up at the front of the gate, so you can ride your bike in to go fly and jump out and get there immediately. And look, whether you like it or not, more and more people are living in urban areas, and the vast majority of productivity and GDP are coming from cities. So the more people we can get to cities, spending, doing productive things, increasing productivity, working, living, the better it's going to be. Now, in terms of cost, as I mentioned, new commuter vehicles are pushing upwards of $40,000, $45,000 brand new. You can pick up a fantastic, well-equipped, sensible commuter motorcycle for like $8,000. Brand spanking new, you'd maybe spend 10 grand. And everything's going to be cheaper too. Again, for many commuter motorcycles, getting 50 miles to the gallon is actually very easy and achievable. Hell, you can even get 40 plus miles to the gallon on a frickin' super bike. So if you were to hypermile a Versus 650, you could easily get upwards of 70. And if your commute doesn't necessitate you getting on big highways, you could use something like a Grom and get upwards of 100 miles to the gallon. Those things basically cost nothing to run. So if you just think of your transportation costs instead of owning the greatest and latest fancy vehicle, you could get around for super cheap. That's not even considering scooters, which are kind of goated when it comes to cheap ways to get around. Look, motorcycles may not be entirely green, but they do produce way less carbon dioxide per vehicle mile traveled than automobiles. They're way more fuel efficient, and they require way less materials to actually manufacture. Their cost to repair and maintain is way less as well too. You make way less rubber to produce a motorcycle, and it just costs way less and produces way fewer emissions to have the life cycle of the vehicle. And in places with lane filtering or splitting, they're not just sitting there idling and producing emissions into the environment. They're more efficiently getting through time and space. Now, in terms of mental health, everybody who rides knows that riding a motorcycle is a fantastic way to de-stress and to actually increase your awareness. It allows for a more focused, individualized experience and a wonderful state of mind. If you work in a super high-stress environment at work, the last thing you want to do is sit in your cage in gridlock stop-and-go traffic. It is infuriating. Imagine if you could jump on a fun vehicle that can cut through traffic and seamlessly get you to where you're trying to go. Reducing wear and tear on infrastructure and reducing our emissions and our costs is great, but don't we also want people to be more happy? And they certainly will with motorcycling. Now, look, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There are certainly limitations to why more people don't ride motorcycles, particularly here in the United States. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Motorcycles are inherently more dangerous than cars, but I think that one of the reasons they're more dangerous is that people aren't used to motorcycles riding around them in cars, and they tend to be a little bit more distracted as well. If we had more people being trained on motorcycles and more people riding them, perhaps we'd have more awareness around these systems as well. And of course, weather plays a very big impact on this as well. There's not many places like Texas or California, Arizona, or Florida in that people are able to ride year-round. But the states I just listed off probably together have a population of more than 100 million people. So if I could even get 10% of those people to ride motorcycles, that'd be pretty sweet. In places up north that turn into a frozen wasteland, I would advocate for trains. Trains are great. We just need more trains. I don't think I can advocate for people to completely get rid of their car, but honestly, I think it would be really great to see people buying just more base spec cars, having a motorcycle, and just being able to split their time between the two in a more efficient way. Not every single trip needs to have a 4-person passenger vehicle take you there. Maybe you have a short trip, you need to get to the grocery store or the mailbox or some local business, or you just want to go out to go grab a pizza or something. And you could literally just jump on your motorcycle and all those miles add up, and you'll see that you drastically reduce your time at the pump too. I think the greatest obstacle that we face as motorcyclists of getting more people involved with the sport and just using it as a utilitarian thing is that most people still think it's a crazy dangerous activity that only adrenaline junkies or rich dentists are doing, or your crazy broke uncle who's high on meth all the time. Most non-riders don't view motorcycling in America as a practical and reasonable form of transportation, which really sucks. So what can be done? Well, there's dozens of countries that show us that more people riding tends to be better for our society in general. I think in America, we are way too addicted to these large vehicles, large highways, and everybody driving 4-wheeled commuter vehicles. If we had more of a mixed use form of transport, if we had more trains, more bicycling lanes, more motorcycling, all kinds of different ways of getting people to get around, it would be better for everybody. But then of course, there wouldn't be as much of a profit incentives for automakers and tollway builders. I think we could also focus on education around motorcycling that shows that it isn't just a crazy hobby for adrenaline junkies and rich dentists, but a viable form of transport. And as I mentioned, I think if governments offered financial incentives for people to ride more, I think we could genuinely get more people on 2 wheels. Bikes have never been safer, have never been more cost effective, and the gear has never been better than before. But I do understand that some people still view motorcycling as way too dangerous, especially with the prevalence of distracted driving. And I get it. I've seen it in my time riding motorcycles, how things have gotten worse and worse and worse. Now look, as I said, in an ideal world, we would have the ability to walk, bike, take a motorcycle, take a train, or take a car to where we're trying to go, not just be limited to having a car and needing to spend a ton of money on it. And for the vast majority of the US, it maybe isn't a feasible solution. But look, in our car-obsessed landscape, there are still countless benefits to having a motorcycle as a form of transport that you add into your garage. But what do you guys think? Are we able to do this? Do you think that the public perception around motorcycling can be improved such that we get more people on 2 wheels as a form of viable transport that's cost effective rather than just adrenaline-seeking, rich, dumb guy behavior? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject. And if you're commuting on your Gixxer both ways uphill in the snow, let me know too. I love to hear from the diehard motorcyclists who literally ride year-round and only own motorcycles. As a shout out, producer Logan literally only has a bike. He is about that life. Why aren't you? Thanks so much for checking out today's video. I hope you had some fun dissecting this topic of urban transportation, using motorcycles as a viable form of transport. I'm obviously a big advocate here on YamiNoob. I want to see more people riding 2-wheeled vehicles. I think it's a ton of fun. I think it's more cost effective. And ultimately, I think it's better for society and the world. We'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.
Boys, it's really sad that this video is now over, but you know what's not sad? Winning a free motorcycle, and that's what this Triumph Street Triple 765 RS is designed to do. You know, nobody gives away bikes like your sweet Papa Yam. Nobody's doing Triumph Street Triples and Panigales and all the latest and greatest stuff. If you want access to win, become a member on yamd.co and don't miss your chance.
This has been a massive video. We're going to watch it.
Today we talk about the fall of Ubisoft. Look,
Watch
I don't
it,
like
yeah.
to hold my tongue. I like to speak my mind. And from my perspective, when I see a company that has failed to deliver quality to their customers, that have completely ignored any criticism, whether that's from the industry itself, from critics, or their fans, they get what they deserve. And in the case of Ubisoft, this is a victory for consumers. This is exactly what we want to see, because if you're not working for us, you're working against us, and that's
Yes.
what they've been doing for years. So when you're a company that's as recognized as Ubisoft, one of the most recognizable names
It's a
in
good
all
video.
of gaming, they're a
Yeah.
cornerstone of AAA, you're going to have some ups and downs, but over the last few years, they've had a lot of downs. They've been digging a grave that I don't think that they can escape.
I don't know if they can either, honestly, because the problem is that the company's reputation is damaged. And if you compare this to, let's say, like Blizzard's reputation is damaged, and that is like, it's so harmful. I don't think people respect and put enough value on the importance of reputation, because if you don't have that reputation and it ends up like, you know, getting away from you and you lose the narrative, you are in a very, very bad situation. At least 4 years to recover the reputation? No, I think it's 10 years. I think you need to have like at least 5 and usually 10 years to rebuild your reputation. Like, think about companies that have done it. It takes years and years and years.
Quality, repetitive games, lack in player interest, controversy. Now their own investors are calling for their leadership to be ousted and for the company to be sold.
Which is crazy.
How do you get yourself to that point? That's what
Let's
I want to
find
answer
out.
today. There's a lot of other companies that are traveling this road to ruin, and I want this to be a lesson to all.
I think he's also right that a lot of companies are trying to do what Ubisoft does because they just want to make more and more products to make more and more money. That's the reason. It's that simple. And you're seeing a lot of Western companies do this primarily.
So let's talk about the rise and fall of Ubisoft. As of recording this video, Ubisoft stock just hit a low that they haven't seen in over a decade. Their stock prices.
The funny thing is now it's even lower. Like, let me see if I can I find it? No, it's not on here anymore. Yeah, it's like this was from like a week ago or a few days ago. So like now it's even worse than it was in this video.
Almost 84% over the past few years, and with recent releases like
High,
Skull
low,
and Bones,
so lower.
Assassin's Creed Mirage,
Yeah.
X-Defiant, Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, Star Wars Outlaws, and the upcoming Assassin's Creed Black Shadows, nothing seems to be able to pull them out of this death spiral, no matter how many games they release in quick succession.
Well, think about how many games he just listed off. Like, that was like 7 games or something like that. Of course they're, like, I mean, it's just you're spread so thin. What do you expect?
When a company releases 6 games over the course of a couple of years, that's usually the sign of success.
yeah.
But in the case of Ubisoft, each release seems to be taking them one step closer towards the brink of collapse.
I don't think that's an example of success at all. The only games that bring out 6 games in a year, the only companies that bring out 6 games in a year are mobile game slot companies. Nobody's bringing out 6 games in a year. Who the fuck does that? Yeah, there's no way.
So how did this happen? Why did this happen? How does a cornerstone of the AAA industry
Capcom? I
fall
don't think
this
even
far
Capcom
from
does.
grace?
And if they
Well,
do, it's
to
a
answer that,
remaster.
we need to go back and look to where Ubisoft came from, where it peaked, and where it fell. Ubisoft, like many developers, cut
It's the
their
original
teeth on
Prince of Persia.
PC games in the late 80s. A game company initially started by the 5 Guillemot brothers, who still own and operate the company today, initially focused on games distribution as they slowly moved into games development. Titles like Zombie, Prince of Persia, and a few others helped them to gain a foothold, but it wasn't until 1995 that the company would make a name for itself. Rayman exploded onto the scene, a game using interactive and creative puzzle and platforming
this is from
mechanics
back in
that
the
we hadn't
day.
even seen before. It sold over 400,000 units by the end of the year, becoming the most popular game in Europe and cementing itself in gaming history. Following their success came rapid expansion. By the year 2000, Ubisoft saw exponential growth on their publishing side with major victories on the Dreamcast, with titles like Grandia 2, my favorite JRPG of all time, Tokyo.
I feel like the Dreamcast was like fucking like, who the fuck? Did any of you guys have a Dreamcast? Because like, am I the only one that like, my mom wouldn't buy me one because of how expensive it was? Dreamcast was like crazy overpriced.
Extreme Racer, F1 Racing Championship, and Taxi 2. However, it was on the PlayStation 2 that Ubisoft would find its identity. While they were still publishing great games like FromSoft's Armored Core 2 and Eternal Ring and Snowblind Studios' Champions of Norath, it was during this time that Ubisoft acquired the license to use Tom Clancy's stories and name in a series of games, with Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon and later Splinter Cell taking the stage. After this, Ubisoft went on a blitz with original titles, quickly rolling out sequel after sequel. Splinter Cell kicked it off in 2003 with Pandora Tomorrow in 2004, Chaos Theory in 2005, Double Agent in 2006.
Yeah, like I remember these games, you guys, like these games were like as big as COD. Like Splinter Cell was massive. What's weird is like I never even really liked Splinter Cell that much because it was a stealth game. I like, you know, shooting games like Halo and stuff like that. But yeah, they were massive.
Recon launched in 2002. It had a sequel in 2004, a next version of it with Advanced Warfighter in 2006, Advanced Warfighter 2 in 2007, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time came out in 2003, and yep, just like the others, it saw rapid follow-ups with Warrior Within in 2004 and Two Thrones in 2005.
It was crazy to see like some of those old games that have better gameplay than what we have now. It's actually nuts. I don't know how that happens.
On the mid-2000s, Ubisoft must have realized that this rapid pace was not sustainable, and it started to affect the quality of their games. Later releases took longer. The next Prince of Persia game didn't appear until 2008, and it took 4 years to develop the next Far Cry game from the original that came out in 2004. Despite this intense schedule, Ubisoft was holding its own against rivals in Activision with its military shooters and competing against Konami's Metal Gear Solid through Splinter Cell.
Why did they stop making military games? Do they still make military games? I feel like they don't as much, right? Because of COD? Do they make COD? I don't think that Ubisoft makes Call of Duty. Activision makes Call of Duty. It's too controversial. They make, yeah, I guess they make Rainbow Six. Yeah, okay, all right, they still have that. Isn't that the game that they're adding in a person in a wheelchair? They're adding in a person in a wheelchair to Rainbow Six? I'll be right back. This shit ain't the military anymore? Yeah, because it's like, you know, if you go into military, like, it's just, what's that? Like, it's so stupid. Like, how do you even do that? I'll be right back.
Regardless of their success in publishing, developing licensed IPs, and military shooters, it was the release of Assassin's Creed in 2007 that set Ubisoft into orbit. And it
this game was the fucking, like, I remember I never played the original one, but I would see it all the time. Like, if you go to GameStop or something like that back in the day, it was everywhere. Finally, I can play myself as Rainbow Six. What? Yeah, exactly. But, like, yeah, I mean, this is... I feel like Assassin's Creed is probably the one that Ubisoft is known the most for right now, I would say.
With a title that appealed to audiences worldwide. There was nothing like it in the market at the time. This game was an enigma. It was far and away the best-looking game on consoles. Its fluid movement, parkour, and combat felt alien. Its setting of reliving our ancestors' memories while we chase a relic to try to stop the shadow government Templars was fresh and original. Assassin's Creed defined modern gaming at the time, and it made Ubisoft a household name. Ubisoft was everywhere at this time. You'd be hard-pressed not to turn on your console or turn on your PC and see that logo pop up. And it wasn't just the games that they were making, it was the games that they were publishing. They had such a good eye for talent, such a good eye for great games. And as a result, they made a ton of money. I mean, they published Morrowind. I didn't even know that. I was going through some of the history of all the different games that they had published over the years.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Going like, man, these guys are raking in cash at the time. But it wasn't just those games as well. It was also the successes that they were seeing with the games that they were making. They had such a fresh and...
How do you do that? Like, that's crazy for me to think of because, like, they published Devil May Cry 3 too? What the fuck happened? That's crazy. Like, how? I don't even understand. Like, that's unbelievable.
High quality outlook on all the games that they were creating. They were really leaning into presentation more than anything else. They wanted to make sure that their games just looked the best, hands down, bar none, no competition. And they pulled it off. Advanced Warfighter 1 and 2 were some of my favorite shooters of all time, even kind of more than some of the Call of Duty games at the time. They're likely the games that ended up inspiring Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2. You look at Splinter Cell and Metal Gear Solid, they leaned really hard into the stealth aspects, the spy aspects of those kind of games, and as a result, they found their own following and gave a really unique experience that you weren't getting from the Metal Gear Solid games.
Right.
While the narrative wasn't nearly as strong, it was still pretty good, but the gameplay was completely different. Then you bring out Assassin's Creed, and that just took their quality to a completely different level. At this point, with Ubisoft, if you're buying one of their games, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have your socks knocked off. They were incredible experiences, and Ubisoft knew that. They capitalized on it, and they profited. Following the release of Assassin's Creed...
It's crazy to see how popular they used to be. Like, I feel like I really kind of downplayed how big Ubisoft was. I didn't understand how many other games they also published. That's incredible. Like, yeah, old games were good, yeah.
2007, Ubisoft entered into a golden era that solidified their place as one of the leaders in the AAA industry. The success of Assassin's Creed was not just a one-off hit. It became a flagship franchise that grew in scope and ambition with each installment. Assassin's Creed 2 in 2009 expanded upon the original's foundations with deeper gameplay mechanics.
And it's also like in 2009, okay, this is a very good image. But like if you look at the gameplay here, 2009, that's really good graphics. Now, I think this is another component that people might forget is that, like, I know that, like, for Black Flag and a few other games that Ubisoft did, like, their graphics for the time were, like, next level. They were really good.
Deeper gameplay mechanics, a more engaging narrative, and a charismatic protagonist in Ezio Auditore. Still the best protagonist in all of Assassin's Creed. The game was a commercial and critical success, selling over 9 million copies and becoming one of the most celebrated entries in the entire series. The success continued with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in 2010 and Assassin's Creed Revelations in 2011. In combination with this, Ubisoft was experiencing major successes with their Far Cry series. Far Cry 3 in 2012 was a groundbreaking title that redefined open-world gaming. It introduced vast, explorable islands filled with diverse environments and a gripping story and one of the most memorable protagonists in all of gaming history. And I think that character shows just how far Ubisoft today has fallen from where they came from. No shot Ubisoft ever makes a villain like this again.
I'm sorry, what did you say? What did you say? Do you want me to slice you open like I did your friend? Shut the fuck up! Okay? I'm the one with the fucking dick. Look at me. Look me in the fucking eye. Hey! You fuck! Look me in the eye! You're my bitch. I rule this fucking kingdom.
Far Cry 3 sold over...
Man. So they actually just pussified their games. That's what I think it is. They pussified the games. That's what it was. Yeah, because like I watched this, yeah. That's it. How's it good? Yeah. GOAT villain of all time. Because like I compare this dialogue to the dialogue in Star Wars Outlaw. You know?
For 10 million
Ubisoft
copies
used
and
to
was
be
lauded
edgy.
as one of the best games of the generation, setting a new benchmark for open world shooters. The series continued to thrive with Far Cry 4 in 2014 and Far Cry 5 in 2018, each expanding on the franchise's formula with new mechanics and narratives. By 2018, Far Cry 5 became the fastest selling title in Ubisoft's history, moving over 5 million copies within the first week, solidifying the franchise's place in history. In parallel with the success that they had going on with the Far Cry series, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six...
I feel like what really is poison for a lot of games is that when the game has like limits that it won't go to. And I think that's what happens with a lot of companies is that like there's like a
Cargo scoop deployed. Flight assist off. Target destroyed. Flight assist on. Target destroyed. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack. Target shields offline. Taking damage. Shields offline. Flight assist off. Under attack. Silent running. Warning. Temperature continued. Thermal signature restored. Flight assist on. Heat sink deployed. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
when in range. Docking successful. Engaging docking restraints. You are most welcome, Commander.
Hey everybody, I'm gonna head off for tonight. We just docked up and everything, so do appreciate y'all being here, and I'll see you tomorrow.